Listen up. Here's your wake-up call.
Come and get it.
3 hours of Toonami programming, and it's not even a school day. Toonami, The Rising Sun, Saturday from 9 to noon.
You just made my day.
A day which will live in infamy.
Now the victory's mine.
I'm gonna knock these stickers off.
You guys seen that Flash trailer?
Yeah.
It looks good.
It looks awful. Awesome. Yeah.
You think it looks awful? Really?
No, I misspoke. I think it looks awesome.
Don't beat me, Massa. Please don't beat me, Massa. Don't beat that tired old body. No, don't.
What up, people? We live.
Oh boy!
Wow, sir.
Oh,
you
shit.
did that.
Wow.
Asshole.
Yeah. We live. Episode number 59 of the Heroes No Capes podcast, stream, show, YouTube video, whatever it's called. But I am the Abomination, known as AJ. Give it up. All right, now I'm joined by my homie, my co-host, the man who went and saw the Flash, not Flashpoint Paradox, himself, Mr. Left Eye Ego. I don't know why I'm not on camera, but there you go.
I was like, yeah, what's wrong with you're too good for the camera now? I was like, what are you doing, sir?
I just got used to it. All right, man. Hey, Flashman.
Okay, you guys got the Double's door is always open and currently still in his feelings about seeing the Flash movie. I am Left Eye Ego, guys. It is. I still feel some kind of way about it. Again, it was like listening to a Drake album. You don't want to go out and tell everybody you listened to it on purpose. You gotta say you got roped into it. There's certain things you liked about it, but a few months later you can be like, yeah, I did like it. But let's see the hero there. We are joined today by the man that's you still chilling in the Rising Sun, right? You still in Japan?
Yes, I am.
All right. The man who's still in the land of the Rising Sun. We've got the man, the myth, the legend. Finally, semi on camera. We've got Angry Canadian.
Hey, what's up?
How are you
Thanks
doing
for
this
inviting
morning?
me.
Dude, thanks for joining us. We're getting into it today. I'm excited about some of the news that's coming out that we're going to talk about. Get you guys' thoughts and opinions on things as well. So I'm ready. I'm good to go. Let's get it.
John A. Douglas. All right, we're gonna go through everybody. I played the comments before. I was trying to skip through that so I don't have to talk to y'all because Ego gonna whip me like AF actual fan. I'm gonna do organized chaos when you speak out of line. I'm just having fun. I'm just talking shit with those dudes. But anyway, AC, this man is up in here. Can I call you? Yeah. How are you, AC? People call you AC?
Yeah, everyone calls me AC.
Okay. Yeah, like Don says, there's nothing angry about you, man. So why are you making me commit to the entire world?
I think he's angry for being a Canadian, I guess. If the Canadians might say they're angry. Is
Okay.
what he is.
You can be angry. I guess I'm associating aggression with it. So
Only when pushed.
I got you. All right, imperfect. Hot wings coming in hot by Odin's Fade. No, you didn't just say that. Didn't you say that?
That's pretty damn funny.
Color people time. No, man.
I was ready. Everybody was
be
ready.
later than me. All right, and more consistently. All right. I don't know why we not catching on to them doing it. Why it's so special when we do. Today's gonna be a hood day. It is sentient dildo, sentient. How would you like me to pronounce that? Minosa, Nusa. I don't know where Nosa. Oh, is it Nas?
NASA, yeah.
My
it's
NASA.
My NASA. Late again. Morning. Yeah, smash that like button like it was furry adjacent. Okay, we're not telling you smash the furries. Furry adjacent though. You hit that. Can I stab it? Hey, do what you want to it, man. As long as it light up. Give it what it want. Give it what it need. Always remember there's too much hair back there. Y'all weird. Reels no hammers. Edges of Texan, you better have a hammer. You got a hammer just for anything. Oh, you need it. Do you believe you can fly? Do you believe you can touch the sky?
This is where you get ejected for singing.
You're right.
I got. We starting up on our bullshit this morning, y'all.
Let me stop before the flashes have ammo. Gonna bump this beat. He believed none. White people, what up, white people? It's more y'all than our own people in here, man. We gotta fix it. Y'all.
Man. Come on now, man. Come on, nigga. Yo, nigga, come on. It's me. It's Dave. We black actors, man. We gotta stick together. We black actors.
There you go.
Man.
Oh shit. I was nowhere near this, but so we aren't just going to act like Ego wasn't on BA's side of the Batman versus Superman.
I will say this. I was straight up about the problems that I did have with. I was on his side, but I'm also saying, hey, look, I can admit, yeah, certain things do not make sense. Like you just jump ahead 18 months, but we watched a full movie where Lois figured out Clark Kent was Superman, and it took her 2/3 of one movie to figure out. You're telling me that in 18 months, Batman never considered looking at all. Like you could check for sightings, you could triangulate a pattern. I mean, World's Greatest Detective didn't detect shit. So it's the same problem I had with the Batman, the one with big ass forehead Batman. That one.
Bat Dome.
Yeah. Yo, yeah. But y'all go ahead and go on for a few minutes. I gotta go ahead and charge something up real quick. Go ahead, keep going.
Yes, sir. Knock them stickers off. Y'all just talking, those poor stickers. What up, AC? How you doing, man? These people, do we say CIJP?
Yeah, this is the best part, is just sitting in the chat and seeing them just go after you or go after each other.
As they put some pants on, bro, I keep the pants on. I'm not trying to be that guy to stand up and be naked on camera. It's gonna happen to somebody. Heroes no drawers. Well, I'm glad we spell it the same because I was confused for a while. I never spelled it publicly. AC is gonna curse up a storm. Don't tempt me. Come on, give it to us, AC. Yeah, we went to that. Champagne pocket. See, I'm just going through the chat. Y'all, Angry Canadian, me and him, we said we don't give a shit about Flash. We're not going to see that. We don't care for it at all. But I was waiting to see was the best bat to ever do it. George Clooney going to be in the movie. Oh, man, that's all I care about.
Did you see Ego's quick stream when he finished the movie? Like people in the chat, because he mentioned that you like George Clooney, and they're like, "Wait, AJ likes George Clooney Batman?" It was pretty funny.
Yes. Real quick on that movie, because Ego give me shit, he can come back and talk about it. But talking about the ice villain and the plant villain coming together, that makes no sense. No, it doesn't. but we've seen that shit before in comic books and comic book like cartoons. So it's a plot that we've accepted already. Okay, so I will say that. But, and I hate to hear people say this, so shit on me if you feel I deserve it for saying this, but I think in a sequel to that movie, it could have definitely fixed the problems that it had. Whereas you can see these two villains going at it, or hey, this shit ain't working. Um, the whole Nightwing thing. Well, shit, he basically had the suit. So in the second one, he been bitching all this time in the first one about I need to be my own character. Easy. In the second one, bam. Now he's Nightwing. Now there's no Batman and Robin. There's Batman and whatever title they want to put. But then you see Nightwing throughout the movie, just like they did in the animated one with a few of them. But what's the main one I'm thinking? Under the Red Hood, they did it. He helped out fighting, what was it? Amazo. The Batman and Robin movies where they had all the Robins, he was in those. What's another one? I feel like Nightwing came through, but he wasn't the main focus. Anyway, that's what the movie could do. So I'm
AJ
just
with
saying,
all the
man,
answers.
with all the answers, so I'm saying it brought some good shit out there that, you know, they could have played with, could have messed with. I'm special. Yes, you are. This man said he in the big leagues now.
Dang, what's he charging over there? His phone, like charging to 100?
Man charging that his eye up.
Yeah.
Mine got to lay on
Wi-Fi.
the wireless charger. You got to lay on that sound like a pillow at night.
yeah.
God
His
damn.
eye open.
Yes. It's slowly 100% is when he wake up when the giant eyelid completely open. Oh snap! Y'all can't eject me. I cannot be ejected. Even when I'm ejected, I'm not.
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys.
You got the glitch in the system. Memphis in the house. Shout out Memphis. Yes, sir. I'm here bringing that naughty man energy in here.
The naughty man inch, okay.
The
Weirdo.
naughty energy. All right. I think that's everybody.
Wait, what did he say? I did what?
What'd you do? What we talking about?
What Copa said?
I don't know. Where?
He said, "Oh, Chick-fil-A." No, I hate Chick-fil-A. I have a beef that is an all-consuming beef with Chick-fil-A. I cannot stand that place with a passion. Okay, it's a personal story. It's just I can't stand Chick-fil-A. Okay.
Hold on, bro.
No.
Hold on.
Wait a second.
What?
For me, I'm gonna say, explain that for me. How you dislike Chick-fil-A,
bro?
But you love other things.
Okay, I can perfectly tell you that why. So basically, when I was in undergrad, we had a spot called the Eagle's Nest, right? Eagle's Nest, you get whatever you want. Like, hey, we got chicken tenders, we got fries, we got burgers, we got shakes. You want a little some protein in the shake? Boom, got a little protein multiplier for you. Okay, we got everything here. I go down there like beginning of sophomore year. This place has turned into a punk ass Chick-fil-A. Like, what would you like? A chicken on a biscuit or a chicken sandwich? And we've got waffle fries. What else you got? That's it. I'm like, so I went from a cornucopia of food choices to just chicken and biscuit or just chicken on a burger. You know what? No. All right. The reason they're closed Sundays is because that's the day that Jesus was not actually resting. He was weeping at the fact that Chick-fil-A was going to have to be made. Okay, that's why. And that took out his whole day. And that's why Chick-fil-A also deserves a moment of silence. So Chick-fil-A can kiss my ass.
He was weeping at the fact that the humans he created to master and steward this land are eating fast food and all types of terror. That's what he weeping at.
That's what he weeping at. He's like, I can't believe y'all gonna make this little red and white little place here who just serves chicken. It's closed on my day. I'd be mad if I was the Lord. I'd be like, y'all gonna take my day, invoke me for your sandwiches? No. No, at all. No. I can't stand Chick-fil-A. All right. My Shiro saw that little commercial they've been playing with that woman announcing that she's pregnant to her husband at a Chick-fil-A. I said, I swear to God, if you ever take me to a Chick-fil-A for a baby real, I will suplex you through a table, and I will body slam every person that's in that restaurant. So there's no way. No.
Look, bro,
No.
I got thousands of points on my Chick-fil-A app.
No,
Okay.
there's no way.
All right, man. First topic.
She just died for our gravy.
Gravy ain't always it. I dip my unleavened bread in gravy.
Exactly.
Some turkey gravy.
Where the white women at? Y'all get to this topic.
All right, I'm ready. Now that my headphones are fully charged, sorry about that, guys.
You got AC talking in the chat because we talking too much.
You know what? For once, you actually reading all the damn comments has paid off for everyone. All right, so we're ready to get into the first topic then, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Heroes, no capes.
All right, so I found this on a deadline and had to share it because I know how much AJ loves his Sonic and his Knuckles. So this is actually from
my black
Deadline.
representation.
Yeah, I guess, but I never knew if Knuckles was black or not. I was like, all right, it's a
black.
thing, I guess.
Dreadlock.
Okay, I didn't say I was jumping in. All I'm saying is I didn't know. So if you go say he black, I'm not gonna take away from it. All right. So, anyways, came out about 3 days ago. So it's got Carrie Ells, Stockard Channing, Christopher Lloyd, Paul Scheer, and Rob Hubel join Sonic the Hedgehog spinoff series Knuckles. All right, so those names here are going to be on the Sonic the Hedgehog TV spinoff Knuckles from Paramount Plus. They joined previously announced Idris Elba as the titular character Knuckles and Adam Pally, who will reprise his role from the film franchise as Wade Whipple, with recurring cast members Edie Patterson, Julian Barat, Scott Mescudi, Ellie Taylor, and guest star
Scott
Rory
Mescudi.
McCann.
Go back. Did it say that? Let me see that.
Scott Mescudi, here, right here.
I don't.
What?
Scott
Yeah,
Mescudi.
Bro, that's Kid Cudi.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
Yeah, Kid Cudi.
Okay, I'm like,
yep.
Okay, you know what? Here comes the black card revoked jokes, y'all. Okay, y'all. I'm telling you right now. If you throw, okay, I was
Kid Cudi ain't black card.
Okay,
you far from one of those.
Okay, that's all I was gonna say is I can hear it now. I can tell you right now, kiss my ass. Anyway, so where was I? Here we go. All right. So character details are being kept under wraps. The live-action series will follow Knuckles on a hilarious and action-packed journey of self-discovery as he agrees to train Wade as his protege and teach him the ways of the Echidna Warrior. The series takes place between the films Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and Sonic the Hedgehog 3, marking the next installment of the hit franchise, which is slated for December 20th, 2024. Basically just goes on to say that the creative team from the previous films are also going to be on the series. So it's going to give it, I guess, a sense of continuity. That's pretty much all that I got from that article. But, I mean, you are a huge Knuckles fan. So, bro, what are your thoughts on it since you're since reading that?
Man, I like to hear AC because he's the.
You are the guest, sir. Go ahead.
And he's one of the only other few people that talk Sonic.
Well, I can already tell that this is gonna be probably a train wreck because if you've seen Sonic 2 and you see how Knuckles acts in that movie, he acts kind of like he's very easily misled. He gets tricked by Dr. Robotnik, and then like he finally realizes he's on the wrong side. But so I think in this movie, like he's just gonna be kind of like bumbling around and not gonna be that stoic character that we know him from like Sonic Adventure and Adventure 2. I don't know who all these random cats are in this like cast listing. Like what are they gonna do in this movie? Because what's his face? Wade, which you were trying to figure that out earlier, AJ, is like the weird cop in the movie, the like deputy, I guess you can say. And then you got Christopher Lloyd in here. Like, what are these big name guys? Like, what are they gonna be doing? So, and then what's really funny, real quickly, that link I put in the private chat. They got some like mumble rapping looking dude voicing.
Oh, is that who that fucking is?
Yeah, he's like voicing Shadow the Hedgehog. That's what they have.
Oh, hold the fuck up. This.
Hold on, what you mean mumble rapping? Are you talking about Kid Cudi?
No, I'm not talking about Kid Cudi. No.
Okay.
This motherfucker right here. That's what
Yeah,
that is.
that's what
Get the fuck outta here.
the credit is or whatever, the listing. And I'm like, wait a second, they already got like the voice actor for what? First of all, Shadow's gonna be in this series. I thought he was gonna be
Yes.
just in the third movie. So
Shadow shall not be here.
no, he shouldn't.
You telling me this guy?
Unless like this is a troll, but man, they already got him down for like 4 episodes, and he's in this database, so it's got to be real.
I'm trying to. Yeah, I mean it's right here. It's got Shadow. He's voicing Shadow the Hedgehog. So I mean, damn. Let me see if I have to type his name in and see if it comes up. But
that's my thoughts on it. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be like groundbreaking. It's probably gonna be really boring and like unappealing for like people like AJ and me.
people that
Yeah.
actually understand it aren't gonna like it.
In direct comparison to what I was telling you with this Sonic Frontiers, like Knuckles, little short animation. I put out a video reacting to that, but I'm excited, or I want to know the Echidna lore. Like I would love to see where Knuckles came from, why he's the last of his kind. Sonic Adventure introduced it with a female Echidna, and it seems like maybe this is my own head canon or something, or my child brain remembering this, but she seemed to be, or I took her as that one character, female character who's going to be like sacrificed or has this job, this role where she got to give herself to this greater power or something. That was introduced, that was hinted at, but that was in the past. So one of those stories, like, oh shit, they even did it with Silver, Angry Canadian, where this character from the past, Silver and Blaze, these characters from the past are here in the present, or Impulse from Young Justice, and like they're there for a while. Like I would love to see that, and maybe through her or just learning about Knuckles. And I thought that's what they was going to do in the Frontiers game, but I don't think that's what happened. But I didn't play it. I watched AC
AJ,
play.
The first rule of being a Sonic fan is you don't mention Sonic 06. That's like one of the games that you just don't bring up because of like just how controversial it is.
But the characters though, still two cool ass characters added.
Yeah,
to the
I would
mix.
give it that. Yeah, Silver's cool.
Yeah, and I read the comics, so they did the same stuff in there. Well, not same stuff, but they're using those characters, and I said that's what I give the Sonic franchise credit for. Kind of like the fucking amiibos. It's like you've created this simple style, and you're able to fit every character that you'd ever want or need in that, and that does take skill. So yeah, seeing all the characters coming about, which is weird why this is focusing on Knuckles. Just make a Sonic series, but then every every other episode you dedicate to another character.
Well, I got a question though. Like, how does it bode for you guys knowing that Knuckles is going to get a TV show and not his own movie? Or do you think it's better that he has more, that they have given more to talk about, or do you I would like to see it on the big screen?
He doesn't need his own show or his own movie.
No,
I mean,
he
like in the way that the way they have him designed now.
Oh, really?
His character now. No, I'm sorry. Like they kind of, in my opinion, they ruined it for me a little bit. If it was like the Sonic X version or like the Sonic Adventure version of him, yeah, like please give him his own movie and like backstory and all that, origin story. But this current like CGI version, no, I can't see that.
So yeah, that version is terrible, and I would say that is Sonic accurate because Knuckles is naive, because that's what I mean by learning his story. Because he's been living in solitude all of his life. It's only been him guarding the Master Emerald. But you never see anybody really trying to fuck with the Master Emerald. So he's just there, just living like Tarzan with no animals, just going through the jungle.
Yeah.
We always have a 6 degrees of Tarzan reference with you, don't we?
Hey,
this man,
I love Knuckles, man.
Werewolves and Tarzan. This man is always
wild
half reference away from bringing that shit up.
Tarzan's a great story, so
yeah.
Okay.
So seeing him, like I said, figuring that out, like why is he the only one there? What is the rest of his kind done, or how have they all died? No, Knuckles doesn't need his own series or movie. But he does end up becoming the leader of like the I'm gonna say bounty hunter detective group with Team Chaotix. So he has development, but we don't need to focus on him. Let's get Sonic right, and then these elements can come from that.
Yeah.
Definitely not the way that they're doing
Right.
it with the weird buddy cop thing with the live action guy from the movie that I didn't see. Yeah, it just seems like a waste of time and money and resources.
Waste of resources. I got you, man. I just wanted to see how y'all felt about it because y'all are big on the Sonic and the Knuckles. Like, would you? Well, then, would you have like a? Would you try to explain his backstory if you could in a comic, or like
Oh
what
yeah,
really
most
would you
definitely.
want it explained?
Yeah,
Okay,
comic's cool.
but that's about
Um,
it for y'all. That's all you would need.
I mean, the second movie did a decent job with it. You know, he came from a warrior tribe, and they were trained to like. Well, this universe of Sonic is weird because they're like fighting these owls to gain the emerald. So like it's kind of I don't know how it is in like the comic because I've never read the comic, but like I would assume in the comic they already had the Master Emerald, right? Like the Echidna tribe already had it.
so I never read it. I've seen like screenshots and
Oh,
read the
dude, you should read
stories
it
of it.
then.
No, the comic is old as shit. Like you can't get it unless some means that I don't care to do. I'm reading the
Yeah.
current.
All right, gotcha.
I'm reading the current comic, and no, it's no talk of that at all. But it's
Okay.
also the story that I would have liked Sonic Frontiers, the game, to go, but it didn't. And it's crazy because the game and the comic are written by the same person. So it's like,
Really?
bro, why didn't you just use your same shit, the same concept?
Wow.
The idea of it was Dr. Robotnik had created this metal virus, and it was basically a zombie virus. Anything that it
Okay.
touched, or if these things like eat you, really if they touch you, but you'll see them just like ganging up on a person, and it's like, wow, what the fuck are they doing to that person? But yeah, so it's being spread. So Sonic and the rebellion, whatever they called, are trying to figure out how to fight against it. And you see some of their members be taken by it.
That's cool.
It leads to different villains. Yeah, the comic is pretty cool. So I just hate to see, and I've seen this with other franchises as well, but everybody needs to be on the same page. Oh, I was saying that with Marvel, definitely Marvel and DC, but they need to just get on the same page. All the humans working on this shit and figure out what direction are we going to go, and how are different mediums going to complement one another. Not necessarily fill in gaps, but add to it to where if a person doesn't want to engage with that, they don't have to, and they're not losing out on anything. And that's what I was thinking James Gunn said to, I guess, to transition over to that in the Flash. But that's what I was thinking and hearing as he was saying the movies, cartoons, and video games are going to be
interconnected.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay.
It's a big gamble.
Yeah. But if you can actually plan that out and do that well, it will only work in your favor.
Right. But then again, that's why I said it was the problem with Zack Snyder when him doing the Snyder Cut as opposed to James Gunn. If you know you're going to be creative, have creative control over almost everything you do, you can make those interconnections like you're talking about. Hey, cartoons, TV, movies are all going to be connected. As opposed to Zack Snyder saying, well, hey, I mean, I did Man of Steel and I'm doing Man of Steel 2, but it's Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice. That definitely means I'm going to get a shot at Justice League 1 and Justice League Part 2. So I can leave gaps in understanding and then I can make up for it later. Like, no, you don't have that kind of control the way James Gunn is going to have to make all those things interconnected. So while it is a big gamble, at least you have time to plan out for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. Marvel kind of did that with they had the Marvel Earth's Mightiest Heroes, the Avengers Earth's Mightiest Hero, and it wasn't it wasn't a direct like interconnected project with the movies, but you start to see the movies influence the introduction of some characters in the series, and then characters that were in relation to them. So it can definitely be done, man. look, I got no.
I'm not. That's a good. That was a good one. That's a good time, James. That was
for the sake of being consistent.
That was funny. That's a good one.
Martian Manhunter made this move.
That was a good one. I'm not gonna lie. That was a good one.
All right,
well done, sir. Well done.
We ain't got to talk Snyderverse because that shit's trash. But let's talk
like
Gunverse with the introduction of actually
it's not. I mean, so Blue Beetle is supposed to be his introduction into the Gunverse.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, but it's I consider this probably this one and maybe Aquaman's the last of.
So hold on, what are you saying? Because wasn't the point of this to show different universes are out there? And then it's up to James Gunn to go forward with the specific ones that he wants.
All I know is that the only movie that he's saying is going to start the DCU is actually Blue Beetle in August.
But that would mean that that's the one he had full say-so over, I would think.
Which one?
Blue Beetle. If he's saying this is the
Blue
one that starts.
Blue Beetle. So if the one you want to claim is the one you have control over, I would do that too. But I thought Flash was in production before James Gunn got hired. So when he got hired, it was probably in post and reshoots. So if it's a failure, I wouldn't claim it. If it's a success, I'd be like, well, hey, we're going to try to piggyback off that with my introduction via Blue Beetle. I think that's the only way to play it at this point.
All right. Do we want to go?
I was going to say, IJP is going to get represented with Blue Beetle, right? That's the target audience?
Nah, Jaime darker than him.
Although the only thing I'm upset about is the fact that
colorism
in the comics, at least, like I really wanted to see this take place in El Paso instead of. I think they're going to make it like Miami or California or someplace coastal like that. But I really would have liked to see El Paso. Like you can show destruction in a small town, kind of like what you did with Thor when he actually comes to Earth the first time. It's like kind of New Mexico, kind of deserty. Like there's room to do like destruction without anything catastrophic looking happening. You get what I'm saying? Because if you start taking out buildings and things like that, it's like, oh my God, it's too destructive or anything. How are you supposed to rebuild? I wanted El Paso. Like I actually wanted to happen there, you know, especially with, hey, getting in trouble in small towns where because there's nothing to do makes more sense in a smaller town. You know what I'm saying? Like,
all right, so
go ahead.
Okay, you're going into the DC, the Jaime. So we're not into the Batman. Oh, I meant Flash. That was a real mistake just then. We're not talking about the Flash and your experience with that yet.
Right.
So, okay. I have no thoughts on Jaime, and I get what you're saying, but it is what it is. I like speculate, even with this Sonic shit. Like, even though everything is probably more than likely going to be terrible in my eyes, it's nice to dream.
Dream big.
And think about a wonderful world where I get everything that I want.
Okay, Louis Armstrong. Louis Armstrong. This guy over here.
Let me not start singing. Seriously.
I was going to sing it.
You should have done it. Got a little bit out.
I couldn't answer.
You guys should make a clip of that. You should just make a clip of that and then just play it.
I might.
We're gonna have to someone clip it so we can put it up next time.
Yeah, whenever AJ just starts thinking about that, just play the clip. You gotta do the clip from you gotta do the one from Madagascar. You've seen that, right? You've seen that?
I've seen Madagascar. I don't
long time ago.
Remember when like they're walking through the forest all sad because like Alex is like staying behind. He's choosing to be a wild animal, and then like the other animals don't realize that it's it's a wild world out there, and so that song's playing while like all this bad stuff is happening, and like animals are getting eaten on the path and stuff.
I don't remember that part. I feel
gotta
like
look it up, dude. It's perfect.
Because I definitely remember them leaving Alex behind.
I'll find you a link. Hold on.
Okay. All right. Should we go to a commercial break now? How we want to do this?
Commercial break. Let's kick it, man. It's been 38 minutes. Let's get people a commercial break, sir.
Okay, cool. And then, like I said, people, we always risking the copyright, whatever, or the stream being taken down because of this, but it's about the experience. Okay, share it with us.
I wouldn't do that. You know what happened last time.
Airhead's extreme, extremely sweet, extremely sour. Airhead's extremes. Extremely out of control.
Mom, you did it again.
What's up, player?
Just chilling.
I hear that.
What?
Huh?
Hot.
What?
You can't fight time, but Blinks can. Meet Blinks, an unlikely hero who controls time, using powers like rewind, pause, even record. Cause if he doesn't, time itself will stop.
Bling.
No blinks.
Blinks, rated E for everyone.
For time control, there's no power greater than X. You better watch.
Me and my friends get no respect. What does Scooby do that we neglect? We be putting all our foes in check, but me and my friends get no respect. So what? Who cares? We're doing it how we like. I'm singing it through my mic, a special underwater mic. Who's gonna save the world? Who's gonna save the day? From mayhap crackers feeling eerie heels with you. Who's gonna talk like girlies and curly is in here? Who's gonna chase down villains and then turn around and run in fear? You know who I'm talking about. He's fat and short, no brains, and I do not need captains. They playing on each other's shores. Trying to further justice without making waves. To impress the ladies, but in subtle ways. Get lost between the sediment and water maze.
I will never date you cause you smell like bait.
So what? Who cares? What is the village plot? Spinning on me and lots of thoughts to tie you up in sailor's knots.
Who's gonna save the world? Who's gonna save the day? Some may have perhaps you stealing eerie heels with evil rays.
Who's gonna talk like girlies and curlies in here? Who's gonna take down villains and then turn around and run in fear? Who's gonna stand for justice when bad guys break the law? You know who I'm talking about. We're claiming chili and bubbles and fist, but if you're catching a whiff of fish, it's just for sure.
Heroes, no capes. In here. The stream still going?
Yeah. All right. Yeah, we can get cut off.
The
At least.
lights are still on.
Let me hit that refresh button. Make sure we're still going strong.
We're still in the present.
Yep. We're still here. We're still here.
And yes, I think IJP said it. Y'all, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go ahead and admit to a mistake because I want to play this shit again. I messed up one of the clips, the blinks, and the old dudes because they was talking about this me and you in the future. I messed up one of them, and I messed it up too early. Where is it? Because the end of it is so funny.
What's up, player?
Just chilling.
I hear that.
What?
Huh?
Hot.
What?
You can't fight time, but Blinks can. Meet Blinks, an unlikely hero who controls time, using powers like rewind, pause, even record. Cause if he doesn't, time itself will stop.
Bling.
No blinks.
Blinks, rated E for everyone.
For time control, there's no power greater than X. You better watch. You gonna run into me.
That was his right side too. I was good. Yeah, I'll do that shit. Yeah.
You gonna run into me?
I did that. Okay, that's fair. That's a good one. Okay, I'll
The
give you
furry
that.
game. Wait till you're monetized. Yeah, I think it's really gonna just affect us when it's monetized.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, how many strikes do you want?
AJ, yeah.
All right, look, the worst thing that could happen really is, I'm not gonna say worst thing. They can take the channel down, but all of my stuff this channel is synced to Odyssey and Rumble. So I don't have those links. I will look them up, but I mean, the shit's not lost. It's out there, and I just be like, all right, I'll just go somewhere else because one of my Red Dead streams recently got taken down for hate speech, and
Really?
and I was like, Was this a killing Indians mission or something? And they blaming me for that?
Wow, that's wild.
Bro, like, what did they give you a particular point during the video? Like, hey, at
No.
minute mark 320, they just took the whole thing down. Said hate speech.
Yep.
Wow,
Dang,
player hater speech, bro.
Player haters. I was like, do I get to finally say my channel's under attack?
Bro, you don't. You get so many subscribers from doing that shit. Too.
What you do? I didn't do shit. I know I didn't do shit.
Well, yeah, that's why I was trying to figure. Did they say where it came from? Because
nah, they just said after review, and I disputed it, or I didn't care. Like I said, what I plan on with this channel, the money to come from when product is being put out, and people buy the product. So I'm like,
all I know is this. If you're all this, what's gonna happen, y'all? He's gonna say his channel is under attack, right? Overnight, he gets support from Geeks and Gamers, Ryan Kennel, Eric July, and then when he gets monetized, this is his first stream after monetization.
I would like to thank God Almighty for giving everybody so much and me so little. I hate you. I hate you. I don't even know you, and I hate your guts. I hope all the bad things in life happen to you and nobody else but you.
But you.
Exactly.
Leaving everyone in the dust.
This was I thought this was
Merc Indians. I thought this was Merc.
That's wild.
And I put that disclaimer: the wild America streams.
Oh man,
John posted something. I was trying to see what he was getting into, what he was talking about. As it has plot armor, yeah. Look, I'm gonna exercise their privilege. My wife will want to give me some money.
Oh my god, it's ridiculous.
Okay.
Oh man, yeah. What you got? What's next?
You supposed to took it over, man.
Okay, I'll go over this. So I gotta figure out. Yeah.
That movie.
I just gotta figure out what direction you want to do this because I don't want to give any spoilers away. I'll make it an open kind of Q&A without doing spoilers for you. How about that?
Okay. From AC if he cares, and the chat because I really don't have no questions. So you answered. I
answered some cameo questions about it last night. And I told you that the cameos that you did see are there, but they kind of explain why they're there. So
as it should. As should be base level.
Yeah, I mean it was base level. It was just more so like I got your Rumble channel up here. Thanks, y'all, the Lord, for dropping
Appreciate it.
Rumble channel.
We just lost a few people because it's got no flash talk. It's no spoilers. People don't leave.
Don't leave. It's no spoilers.
I don't want to hear nothing about it.
Yeah, it's just there. They even explain like that action. Cameo these nuts. Oh god, remember breaks. It kind of was. I will say this though: if you told me that there was going to be a Batman movie starring Michael Keaton, I'm watching that tomorrow. Like, I actually liked that. Although it did have cameos, Flash kind of did have his own story. I know they were saying, hey, it's Batman and Supergirl featuring the Flash. Like, it really wasn't. Like, he's actually in that world, interacting with everybody. Did he create a place without metahumans? Not really, because their names are still there, which is why it's weird. Like, I don't get the comment of saying, went back in time to when there was no metahumans. He really didn't. The things were still slated to happen. He just got there before they happened, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's like if you and I were scheduled to meet back when we met, and I just got here a few years before that happened, I was like, oh, so AJ just moved here. Okay, so we're not friends yet. We'll be friends in like 6 months. Like, it was that kind of thing. So this whole thing about, I went back in time to where no metahumans, not really. Like, it's still going to happen. It just hasn't happened yet. The problem that I had, and this is in the previews, like them showing Kara in that little pod thing, is the fact that, okay, well, how long has she been in that pod? Like, how does Zod know that she's on Earth when all that they know is there's the pod? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you're making threats not knowing if she's actually survived.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's weird to go back in time where you're you in every universe, but the people you expect to be aren't them. It's weird. You know what I'm saying? Like if you go into an alternate reality, you and I could both be ego. You know what I'm saying? But we look different.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm the same and you look like John A. Douglas, but you say you Abomination AJ, I'm like, what is going on right now? And that's why it was confusing because I didn't
So
know if you're. Go ahead.
So when I hear you say stuff like that, then a lot of this makes me, I can't help but to think about the real world reasons for it. Do you think that is to not, I would say, write themselves in the corner or to leave ways for them to basically bullshit or do conflicting things like, okay, let's say Henry Cavill, let's say if he was still there or whatever. So we can have Henry Cavill play another character because we've already shown you in this movie that he can look like him, but be somebody else. So instead of in this universe, him being Superman, he is somebody else that we choose for him to be. So I'm like, do you think those real world issues caused a lot of the decision making? And then, yes, Ezra Miller, we know the issues with him, but do you think that having the two Flash, because there was one Flash in Flashpoint Paradox, do you think having two of them is a way to make him more redeemable or show
So
him a better light
this is
to
the problem.
people?
So this is the thing. So hold on. First of all, C4C. I don't get it. Did he time travel or is this a multiverse? Yes. That's the problem. Yes. Because yes to what you just said is the answer to your question. Yes. So this is the thing. In a solo movie, you at least get to give me the origins for your character, correct? How they
Mm-hmm.
came to be who they came to be. Only problem is they made this movie with an end in mind and they forgot to explain about Flash in general. But they tried to explain why he is the way he is through the other version of him that he meets.
I forgot he
So
didn't have an origin. He
no,
was in
that's what
the
I'm saying.
Justice
That was a
League.
problem. Right. So he gets found and it's like, well, hey, he doesn't live where he first found where Ben Affleck found him. So okay, so he's got an apartment. So things have changed. But we never saw what he used to be like. So they try to introduce what he used to be like in this movie. The only problem is if you go back and save your mom, the you that I'm seeing, that's not your original origin story. It's another version of you. That if your mom lived, you would be this kind of person. But they're trying to be like, oh my God, now I know why I'm so annoying because everyone that meets me sees this kind of guy.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, but that's the best case scenario version of you. That's not actually you. I'm just meeting a you where your mom didn't die and you're different. So you're not technically the same person, but they're treating it as if he is.
Mm-hmm.
So the issue that I had, and I'll try not to spoil it, but you can kind of get a sense of this from his reactions to the long-haired Barry Allen. You get the vibe from during the previews. I think what they tried to do was they were saying, I know that this Barry Allen is actually Wally West in attitude, right?
Mm-hmm.
Barry is awkward and he's kind of out of touch because he's always faster. He's fast. He's the Flash of being fast at things, but he's always late to things. They got that part right. But his mannerisms and being awkward and trying to be kind of witty at the same time, that's Wally West's personality. So I think Andy Muschietti was like, yo, what if he goes to a different God, I don't even know if it's a timeline and multiverse or whatever, but let's say I say that he meets himself, but what if the person that he meets is actually kind of like Wally West? So I get Barry mentoring Wally for an entire movie. I get to show two versions of the Flash that are completely different, but I can call them the same person. And I was like, oh, I do get that. It's just the fact that you could have made his origin movie story, given me his actual backstory with something, and then we could have worked our way up to Flashpoint Paradox. With this, it's like it's flash in a pan, and it's hard to hold on to it because it seems so fleeting with the movie you made. Now,
So
go ahead.
So that's why I'm asking about the real world implications on this movie because they're trying to. All right, maybe James Gunn, maybe this is credit to him, but
Okay.
use a story, which we've already talked about this, but to use a story in order to show all of these other universes. So you're saying instead of giving a Flash origin, if it would have been a Flash origin, then it would have been just another DC movie, and maybe he's on a timeline to where he needs to, he had to show or present the ideas, what he had, his plan for the DC, and then start development on those. So if he was like making a Flash origin wasn't an option in order for DC to continue to make money.
What, like them having to make this movie just to make money?
Just to introduce all of these other movies or elements or show how okay those things happen, but we're going forward focusing on these
I
worlds.
think the thing is that
so
they could have. I think that they were. I think when Batfleck didn't come back and they were still working on what to do with Henry Cavill, and Gal Gadot is pretty much choose whatever role she wants to play now. I was like, well, hey, who's the only one left that might stay on with this? It's Ezra Miller. Okay, let's actually make his movie like the big thing. And how do we get a big thing? It's like, well, that's the problem with the Flash is the fact that everyone uses the Flash as a plot device. Do you know what I'm saying? So they go for the biggest Flash story they can get when it's like, well, hey, he had like 60 years worth of stories before you did this. You couldn't tell me you tell me you couldn't done a Rogues story, or I would have been okay if Flash introduced the Mirror Master, where he sends him into a mirror world where his mom does live, where he does have everything, and then it's like, well, hey, since you entered that world, would you want to leave? This is the only thing different, but it's just you and your mom is alive. Then he gets out of the Mirrorverse, and now he has to take on the Rogues. That's, to me, is a more compelling story than just Flashpoint Paradox, which is what this movie was. I mean, I do like the fact that...
So is it Flashpoint Paradox, or is that just what we're putting on it? Is the movie called Flashpoint, or is it just the Flash?
It's Flashpoint Paradox. It really is.
Because we keep saying that, but the idea of it, I didn't see... So, okay, you had the Superman kind of thing.
I fucks with the Far Side, bro. Can't keep running away. That's my jam. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. I didn't know the name.
I love that song.
Yeah.
Like this song goes hard. Yeah, that. Everyone knows the song, but no one knows the name of the group that sing the song. That's, people just be like, I like that. What's that song? Is that Can't Keep Running Away song? Like, I don't think that's the name of the song. I know, but that's the part I sing, so that's the name of the song.
But you know what I'm talking about, though.
Oh yeah, bro. Usually when I start singing the lyrics, I know that song. Okay. Yeah.
If I could interject,
go ahead.
Oh my bad. If I can interject real quickly, I was just curious, like, if you were to take this movie structure and let's bring it to Marvel, and like, what if this No Way Home, what if it was done the same way Flash was done? So like, Tom Holland's Spider-Man didn't have like the first two movies; it was just this movie.
Yeah.
And then you have all these like random cameos and stuff. Like, do you think it would have worked fine in the Marvel setting?
But the Flash got introduced. But the Flash got introduced in Justice League, so it would be as if I know. I'm saying angry.
Go ahead.
I'm saying angry Canadian said you take out the first two Spider-Man movies and introduce him with No Way Home, but you got to keep Civil War too. Just like
Flash that's what I meant. I meant to say that. My bad.
Because he was introduced in that, and he was great in that. All right, I'm sorry.
And it was Civil War, and so then like all of a sudden you have Tom Holland movie coming out, and everyone's like, "Whoa, who's this random Spider-Man?" And we're jumping into a multiverse thing, and then you do the same thing. You pull in Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, and all the villains. Like, do you think that would have probably still brought in the people because the story is pretty consistent? Like the story worked well in that situation versus like this Flash story, which the way you're describing it just sounds so like messy and entangled up. Like
it kind of is, and that's why I asked. So when I did the live with Stuntman last night, I said, "Yo, dude, you actually saw Spider-Man No Way Home and you watched the Flash." I said, "Is it the same to you?" And he said, "No." So it's like, all right, that was what I wanted to make sure of, because I don't want you to say if this thing is a success that people will say, oh, you just copied No Way Home. Now, are there No Way Home elements in it? Yeah, quite. But it still was the fact that, hey, I don't know who said this. Yeah, C4C. This is the biggest problem I had. They didn't explain his mom's death, and I don't know. Maybe they thought they could do that for a sequel, but even then, when you watch the movie, it's kind of cut dry that he can't go back to that to try to save his mom. It's weird. It's like if you told me you lived in maybe a neighborhood, if you lived in the hood, or if you lived like somewhere like trailer park, right? I can understand a random stranger just random act of violence stabbing your mom in the chest, fine, but it's the suburbs. It's not like you live off of a main road. You're not the last house on the street. So why would someone randomly go into your home and stab your mom? Like, that's weird to me without explaining it. And that's where I have a problem. It's like you didn't explain who killed his mom, and like there isn't an explanation for it. So, so hey, maybe your dad did do it. Like, that's the problem I have. It's like, but I was getting, I'm not that's saying the phrase would be the spoiler because it's in the movie. But it's like, well, if there's no other explanation for it, then the only logical conclusion you can come to is that your dad did do it.
So where's this dad did it come from? Because I don't think in the animated movie that there was an explanation either. I think it was a random act.
But that's why they had to do the Flashpoint Paradox to explain it. And that's my problem, is that if you're going to adapt 50 to at least 60% of the comic, then a big point is because he went back because his mom was killed. Not to prove his dad's innocence. Yo, somebody killed my mom and I have to save her. It wasn't, I'm going back to prove my dad's innocence because he couldn't have done it. It's like, no, I have to go. I miss her so much and I need to go save her. And Bruce in the beginning says, hey, look, he's like, hey, Bruce, I can go back and save your parents. He's like, no, don't do that. He's like, you actually have a future. Like, run towards your future. Don't go try fixing everything because I'm alone. Don't be like me. You don't want to be like me. So he's like, yo, you actually have a chance with someone. So go pursue what's in front of you. And it's like, well, I still feel alone. I still think there's a missing piece. So I need to go and fix it. But I'm also going to try to prove my dad's innocence. And I was like, nah.
I don't remember a dad in Flashpoint Paradox.
Because he's in jail. It's kind of like everyone knows he's in jail, but it was more about his mom than his dad being in jail. If my mom's alive, then my dad kind of is an afterthought, but he'll be out of jail and they'll be together. And that can move on. So that's why I'm like, this doesn't make sense if you're going to adapt the screenplay and then it's more so about you getting your dad out of jail than how you fit for his mom. Now, they do show you about his mom. Like, he does love his mom. It's just weird because I remember when they did the Batman v Superman or the Justice League scene where he shows him a picture of him with longer hair. And he's like, this looks like, a pretty good Jewish boy, And I'm like, but when you watch The Flash, he's like Mexican. Or Spanish, because his mom's clearly speaking Spanish when he's dancing to Spanish music, and I'm like, are y'all trying to tell me this is like Kyle Rayner? He's like half Mexican or something like that. Like, is he Mexican? I'm confused. And this you told me he was Jewish, but then he's supposed to be blonde hair, blue eyes. But you put me in front of him and say he's Jewish, and his mom's Mexican or Spanish. Now, they're Spanish Jews, probably. It's just I was confused. You told me one thing, and
probably.
Speedy Gonzalez, yes.
Yeah.
I'm shit. Accidental racism. Wow. Yes. And at one point, like when he gets the Flash powers, he does this shit right here.
Oh shit. I would too though, if I had super speed.
I'm not gonna lie, I liked it. I know. I'm gonna eject me. I'm gonna get if y'all do a movie madness mayhem on this one on Monday, I'm gonna be by myself trying to fight for this movie. I liked it. It was just they tried different elements of it. I did like it. I really tried to.
Talking about premature ejection.
Oh yeah, well I'm gonna get ejected early if they put me on there. I'm getting ejected I already know the first round. I'm getting ejected for my take on Flash, and in the future when they do Movie Madness Mayhem, like I'm gonna have to be, I'll be a corner cat for 3 hours trying to defend the movie. So, but yeah, I was like, I will
I'm
say
going
I
on there
went
for
in.
Batman and Robin.
You said what?
I'm going on there for Batman and Robin, so they're gonna give it to me.
Oh, good. I will be a
good.
professional hater. Oh yeah,
It's a race to the bottom for you two.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna.
It's a race to the bottom for you two. Who's gonna get
No,
booted off
it's
first?
just. It might be. All I know is I'm gonna put on like a pimp suit and a top hat and be a professional player hater against AJ for that stream. I ain't even gonna be on. I'm just gonna dress up there and be
He'll
a
do it
professional
for
player
real.
hater for 3 hours. I will.
All right,
But
give me. I need the Waluigi cosplay then, because I'm a villain.
okay, bro, we can make that happen.
You're a player hater, and I'm Waluigi.
Bro, we should have a player hater stream.
This man said, Don just said the worst movie he's seen in years. All right, so since Don talking, you bringing up his comments. Some people came through. Duke Devil, what up, Duke Devil?
Yo,
Met him on the stream with Static and Wookie. He said it was a jumble mess, kind of boring, not as many cameos as I expected. Keely Chow. Hey everybody, good morning. What's up, Keely? Sorry to get to the comments so late. I think he was just talking, he was on the roll, and I didn't want to break from the conversation. Yes, this was hilarious as shit. That Barry Allen is. Why does man touch his stuff? Barry Allen is actually Martian Manhunter. That was fucking hilarious, man. You checked out those. Did AC see the movie? Nope. AC, you're on this stream. Time can't be that precious.
Exactly.
It's 2 a.m. Bro, it's 2 a.m.
Yeah, it's 2 a.m.,
that's
bro.
why. This man right here.
I'm wide awake too. I don't know how I'm wide awake, but because it's way past my bedtime.
Sir, that deserves another one.
You just turned it off.
There you go, sir. Thank you.
Now, if you excuse Ego, he got to go give AJ mama her kibble dish. My mom eats only the raw diets. Okay, none of that kibble mess. Do my mama right. Fun fact: in preparation for his role as the Flash, Ezra Miller spent months running from the law. I did think that was a funny coincidence.
That's fair. I'll give you. What were you saying about something about that for what Don and them were saying? About to say something about it?
About it being the worst movie ever.
I mean,
Don said.
I was like,
oh, okay, yeah.
I will say that there, like I said, I have to do a review on it and actually talk about some of the spoilers. There were aspects I really did not like about it. Again, how long is Kara? If she's in Siberia, how long has she been there? Why is she in Siberia? Why is that she lands in Siberia, but she knows English fluently? She doesn't know any of the European language. Hell, she doesn't even speak Kryptonian. Like, that's the problem that I had. And when she does fight Zod basically doesn't take off that mask or armor thing. Probably because, the actor probably had gained weight or wasn't in shape for the role or whatever. But he's got heightened senses and awareness once that mask comes off. So there's a point at which she says Zod, and Zod actually hears her from a far off distance and can see her with, I guess, telescope vision. But it's like, well, we didn't see him have those enhanced powers until he took the mask off and was exposed to Earth's atmosphere. Come on, man! Like you guys had like 6-7 years.
That's not even the comment I was trying to pull up.
Hey, boo boo.
Yeah.
God,
that's golden.
Woo. Oh, that's pretty funny.
Shasa Kalea.
Sasha Kaya.
Kaya was all right, but people acting like she had an Oscar-worthy role. Is this the Supergirl?
Yeah, like so, and that again, that's she. I do like the fact that they do come to the original story. She was supposed to be there first.
Damn, what is with y'all? Stop it!
I was gonna. Yeah, so I mean,
What the
Oh, pull up that
fuck?
last comment. Pull up that last comment that
Stop.
Blasta just typed in.
Oh, okay.
Because they talked about this on FNT. I was like, are you serious? This actually happened?
What? What does this mean?
What's what mean? You see? Flash puts a baby in a mic. Yeah, he does. He actually kind of does. I thought it was just like to actually hold on to the baby because he was trying to figure out ways to. There's a scene in which a hospital ward, the building's toppling over, and the babies fall out of the window. So he's got to find a way to put 6 babies and get them down to safety, and he puts one in a microwave. Now, it didn't have to ding because that means that fucker was on. And that means you're microwaving a baby, all right? If you put him in there because Gina wants to put him, I guess. But when he actually puts them down safely, you hear the ding, and he opens it, and the baby is in there. So, yeah, he definitely puts a baby in a microwave. I'm not going to lie to you about that.
Ego, I heard that like the greatest crime that was committed in this movie was they didn't even give a cameo to Grant Morrison from CW Flash.
No, they did not.
And like this guy carried
Grant Gustin.
Oh, Grant Gustin, my bad, yeah.
I thought at one point when he's doing his running, I can't believe I'm calling this because this is like what did people call when Thanos snapped them out and they came back? What did they call that shit?
The blip.
The blip.
Right. When everyone else could have called it the what?
The snap. The snap. Yeah.
Why you be testing? Why I gotta answer questions?
Because you answered the question. That's why, fool.
Class in session.
Right. Like, really? Anyway, this guy. Anyway, so basically, he creates what is the cosmic treadmill, but they call it something else, right? I thought that during that time frame of him doing that, he actually would have run into one of the dimensions where he meets Grant Gustin. So the scene that they showed us in I guess the Flash TV show where they meet would have been that same scene, and it's not hard to do because we've already seen it. You just literally play the clip. It's literally shit we do. You edit that stuff and throw it in there between parts, and it makes sense. You know what? No. This is my grill. My grill. All right. Be in my cookout. Tell me
is he talking about right? You or Ezra?
Nah.
With the microwave.
Cooking, all right.
Oh wait, it's probably Ezra.
All right. Grant is cool. Yeah, I like that. The guys.
Yeah, it's crazy that like Ezra Miller was a cameo in his show, and then they don't even like Yeah, he was. I saw a clip for it like a long time ago. He did like some cameo appearance, and this was like way back in the day. And then they don't even bother to like allow him to be in the Flash movie. Like, come on, man! Like
it is. That's a disservice.
They done him dirty.
Who gave you the power to put yourself back in the stream?
Bro, because this ain't premature ejection, sir. I can bring myself in and out, okay? I'm not going to be talking shit through the private comments, all right? I'm going to talk my shit when I join the stream again. It is. I mean, I'm going to have a hard time explaining to you guys without seeing it.
Gregory, how you doing, sir? This man said, what's a cookout? How do I join it? You can come to the cookout. You're just gonna have a whole lot of it's gonna be a group looking at you, wanting to hear you talk.
We gotta get you a list of rules first. Hey, before you go in there, like I gotta explain some things to you. Like, but you get it. We'll be all right. You'll be all right.
Don't bring any tuna salad or what's it called? Tuna casserole.
Don't bring that. The potato salad with the raisins.
We don't do that here.
There was some screenshots where somebody has said white people ask all the questions to black people, and you just get this thread full of questions, and it is so funny.
We have to do that.
I wanted to bring that up on one stream, but some white lady said, "Who told y'all we put raisins in potato salad? Don't nobody do that shit." I was like, "Hey, speak up for yourself."
I do think that a lot of the white versus black questions you could do could really just be North versus South, easily North versus South, and I think that would be a far more interesting thread to me. But yeah, the
'cause
white
there's
people
some-
ask black questions is entertaining, but North versus South is way better.
Yeah, because even John A. Douglas, he'll say some shit, and I'm like, bro, that's too southern.
Oh man.
Oh no, never
Hold
mind.
on. Oh, so this is a good one. All right. I was already told not to play spades, which is a good because all right, put this. I don't know how to play spades either. Like I played it one time, and I can't play spades with black people that know how to play spades. Because that's how fights start right there. That's how arguments and cookouts start. All right. Everyone has their teams when you go to spades. So if people bring you in, you should let people know I don't know how to play. I'm gonna sit back. I need to fall back on this one. Okay. I need to go on the grill and cook somewhere else because I can't cook with spades.
Yeah, I don't play the card games. Dominoes, black folks just be slamming them things down, the bones.
Exactly.
I know nothing of what's going on.
So the weapon, I guess it did make sense because we never got. He said he needed Kal-El's DNA in Man of Steel. We just didn't know how he was going to get it. So this is introducing the weapon for him to try to get the DNA that he needed. And so that's kind of how they try to explain it. The other problem I had with it is the fact that, like, if you read, I can't say because it'd be giving it away, but it's one of the problems I have when you try to do multiverse versus timeline, because I don't think you can have both unless you're trying to tell me that you can go 10 years into the past, but it's 10 years in the past in an alternate Earth. I can say that and it makes sense to you, but if I show it to you, I'm confused. You see what I'm saying?
And that's why I say introducing both of those elements at the same time, and your explanation of you can.
I'm sorry, these mama jokes. Y'all are on a roll today.
Like where did
this
come
is
from?
peak '90s nostalgia, y'all. Trading snaps on a Saturday morning.
All right, I got one more.
Go ahead,
I got
go
one
ahead,
more.
go
Nosferatu, Tiny Vampire, undead ass. Your mama's so short she cut backflips under the bed. All right. Well, I'm from Australia, so culturally, America is so different.
Yeah, I was like, go ahead,
and
go ahead.
since you said, all right, let me try Australian accent. You don't put the shrimp on the barbie, mate. Terrible. Terrible.
Towards the end.
That sounded more British than it did Australian.
It did, but that's why it's kind of hard to do it. You know, you don't put shrimp in the barbie, mate. That's best I can do it.
Crikey, you see those monsters on that Barbie? No.
A little bit better. You're trying, man. You're trying.
That from your days watching Steve Irwin?
Yeah, every black person knows who Steve Irwin is. We're like, man, that's a crazy white dude with them animals, but I fucks with him. You know what I'm saying? Like that man just pull up with some boots and some khaki romper. All right, I'm with it though.
I was loving what he was doing, and I was like, man, I want to be right there with him.
Bro, actually, you know what you'll have to watch? You might like Joe Pickett, because there is a guy that's a survivalist that tries to live off the land, and he's got a falcon. It's pretty cool.
From what?
It's a show called Joe Pickett. It's on Paramount. I have to show it to you. But there is a guy in the first season who like lives off the land, and he just hunts with a falcon. Like, that's his jam.
So Don just threw me off because he just sent me a picture. I don't know why he didn't send it to you, but he said that's why you like the movie. send it to him. This screenshot or this picture that he took. But now, bro, on social media there was a video.
You got it. I would say bring it if you got it. Bring it up. Let me see.
I want him to send it to you. I don't want to do the extra work of forwarding this picture to you,
bro. All you gotta do is put up and add it in the stream. It's like 3 clicks. It's in your DM.
Oh, you talking about from Twitter up here?
Never mind. Don just sent it to me because you was wasting time over here. Thank you.
Look, because I got my own thoughts.
Oh, you's a hoe. Oh, okay.
I
said you.
No.
Oh, you bastard.
It looks like you the one from that video. That's your boy.
Oh my goodness.
That's your boy.
What's going on here? What is going on here?
He's eating a
Ego?
hot dog, but
No,
but it's an implication.
He's showing his skills. That's what's happening here.
I'm gonna take my L. Okay, all right, Don. I'm gonna take my L. I'm gonna take my L and hold it proudly. I have been awarded the L. I receive it.
That's your boy. That's your Flash. So I remember people were speculating. I think it was even you, Ezra, with the
shit.
Gawk 3000. That's why I hear it's called.
Someone's gonna clip the shit out of this show now.
So,
oh my god, go ahead.
Yeah, we were talking about the evil Flash and the possibilities of that. Did that show up any in the movie?
It did, but it's what I thought that they were going to do, but they made it work.
Oh, well,
because it's. So this is the thing, like I said, so they tried to make the long-haired version of Flash, Wally West, with actually parts of impulse too, because some of the stuff that he does is so impulsive, and because he doesn't necessarily know how to control what he's doing, he just does it. And Barry's like, "Shit, stop! Like, think about this. Stop doing this." That's all I can tell you because I don't want to ruin it for you guys that haven't seen it, but. Yeah, I don't like the fact that they had a great setup for something and then they let it fall apart. Like, there was like, "Yo, don't do that or else this will happen." But it's like, and they did it once. It's like, all right, cool, that's cool. But like, can you show me, anything that there was one thing that I wish I would have seen that I didn't see. And it's from Justice League, and it's everyone that loves the Flash has seen this particular scene, and I don't want to give it away because me saying it's not in the movie kind of takes away from it. But the fact that they didn't use his speed intelligently outside of run fast to avoid trouble, make a tornado, and then run and push people and hit them. Like, there wasn't any intelligent ways to use speed. Do you know what I mean? He did use one thing that I was waiting for him to use. It was just kind of a cool trick that they did. But outside of that, it's like, well, hey, how else can you use your speed intelligently? If that's to me, you know what I mean?
I was gonna say, shots at Angry Canadian. That is what I wanted the Sonic game to do. Not to go back there too much. They tried, but I didn't like it. But the way they handled the combat in the Spider-Man 2 trailer, the gameplay of it, like Spider-Man's combos. Like, I remember, I think he had a villain like pegged against the wall. Yeah.
But I mean, that's what I'm saying. Is like they're trying to use parts of Impulse's personality too. But go ahead, I'm sorry.
Spider-Man like kind of was fighting the villain, and then the villain was up against the wall, and then you see Spider-Man like on his hands, and then his feet are up in the air, and he's like like constantly like kicking this dude real fast up against the wall. And I'm like, that's the type of stuff that I think is like, it's cool to see, but that should be just like slightly higher than basic superhero-ness in you using your powers.
Yeah, there's like a base level of you using it, and then there's the intelligent use of it that we should have seen. Now, him saving the babies and the microwave thing at the beginning, all right, that's a cool sequence. But I've kind of seen that when it comes to Quicksilver doing that, or even in the Flash in some episodes. So I've seen it before. So it's almost like we didn't get to see what. Wow.
I heard it after I said it.
I know we didn't get to see the. I guess
high tea.
When you saw the Justice League. Remember when Flash and Lex Luthor switched bodies, and you found out what Flash. Jesus Christ, this guy. There's an episode in which, for some reason, the Flash and Lex Luthor switch bodies, right? And you get to see how dangerous Flash can be with someone like Lex Luthor's intellect. But if you've had the Speed Force for that long, how is it you haven't tried some of these things? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I get it. I get that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, well, if he's been Flash for what we consider 10 years at this point, I mean, where else is, you know, the intelligent use of your Speed Force?
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm saying. And that makes it kind of difficult to kind of figure out.
So I will say that's also a reason why I give you shit for these movies, because this one now, because you enjoy it, but you're telling me the powers are not used well. So don't you think that by now that needs to be the standard? I need that. Like, this is your Flash.
It I will say this. It's like, well, Barry Allen versus Barry scenario. Barry is more powerful. Bart is better at using. Yeah, but it's like so Barry had a natural connection to the Speed Force. Wally was the one to actually master it and actually went into the Speed Force and came back out. Barry went in there and got stuck for a long time before he was let out. Bart, I guess, since Bart would practically have a natural connection to the Speed Force because that's Barry's grandson. So that's usually the order of connection to the Speed Force to me. I mean, it kind of does need to be the standard. It's just, all right, damn, you had that set up, you had that set up, that set up. There were some payoffs. Certain elements did, like, you know what? I've actually seen, like, that does look like that if this happens.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, if you do get hit by lightning, okay, I can see. I've seen that when that happens. Like that. Okay, you actually nailed this part of it. But yeah, man, I'm like, I still enjoyed it. It was just, I really wish they would have given him a chance to have his own standalone movie.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And until people see it, I can't give anything away. I do not like the CGI representation of stuff because it was awful. You would think with a budget of $250 million that they'd have a little bit better CGI than that. It was just gross. Like they would have to show me the scene and the picture, and I'm like, that kind of doesn't look like them though. It's weird. It's weird CGI, man. I didn't like that. I mean, I did like some of the elements of him like going into the Speed Force until the CGI happened. So it was weird.
So I think of Ezra Miller, your Ezra Miller, this Flash, as my Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. Didn't Grant Gustin come before Ezra Miller?
I would say yeah.
Yes.
That show's been around for a hot minute. So
yeah,
I believe he did, and I heard more normies talking about that show than anybody's talking about. Than I hear people talk about the movies and like what's DC really doing. So with Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, which I had a movie version to compare it to before that, but just looking at him and how a lot of people give him shit for being Spider-Man, a lot of people giving Ezra shit for his depiction of the Flash, there were still things about Peter Parker / Spider-Man that I feel like Andrew Garfield gave us.
Yes.
Do you think Ezra Miller brought anything key to the character that you're like, I need more of that, or they did this right?
So I would say the whole being so fast but still being late, being kind of out of touch and slightly out of time, given that he's the fastest man on the planet, his actual concern saying, hey, look, I could actually go back and fix things. Like, I actually got to see him kind of emote. Whereas, you know, in Justice League, they were trying to make him rely on witty jokes that didn't really land. Now, there were funny elements that happened in the movie that were funny, but then they would say something to try to be funny. It would kind of negate it a little bit. You know, I like the fact they were trying to incorporate things to make it work. Like, even though there are scenes that you see where Supergirl is fighting those guys, she instantly gets weak. She's like, I'm not really strong. So it's not like she gets out of the pod and just like goes Super Saiyan on everybody. They actually temper her power levels. Okay, you have limitations. I'm guessing you've been in that containment barrier in Siberia for a very long time. Okay, you were consistent with power levels and power sets. I did like the fact that they kind of gave me, they gave me Wally West while trying to tell me he's Barry Allen, but I'm like, so you do acknowledge it. I want Wally. I want the version that has both parents. That I like people to have both parents because it's a more compelling story because you don't have to be a superhero. For the person that doesn't have to be a superhero, why would they want to do this?
Mm-hmm.
And when they show us this long-haired version of Barry Allen that has both parents, he still has a reason to actually want to try to be the Flash. And that's kind of what I would have wanted to see play out.
You don't think somebody would want to be a superhero just because they got powers and they can go beat people up and get praised for doing it?
But you said go beat people up. It's like, well, then that's a villain. That's a villain. So it's like,
this is a bad person.
I'm gonna go. Nah, you said
I'm not gonna give you that.
That's a villain. That's
when
a villain.
Y'all on Twitter, when people do dumb shit, and I'm gonna say heinous acts, y'all people love to say throw them in the wood chip and get them out of here, all this type of shit. So just the fact of just beating a person up that's considered a villain.
You said that if you just go around beating people up, that is a villain, sir.
I said he's a hero. I said wanting to be a hero before that. I said why wouldn't a person want to be a hero simply because they have powers and they can beat people up now and get praised for it?
Which, sir,
hey, if you two don't take the stream down, take it back, rewind it, watch it later. That's what I said. Probably not in that order, but that's definitely what I said.
Yeah, it's not what you said at all.
Oh, nigga, please. Nigga,
please. That's not what you said at all. So anyway, I would say if you did have superpowers, if you did have superpowers, but everything else in your life was set, why would you want to?
Bro, if I had superpowers to get away from home. Because I'm tired of being here with my mom and my dad, bro.
No, but you're an adult. You have both parents.
I'm 21. I was still in my mom's house, in my folks' house, my mom and dad's house at 21.
So to get out of, you just move out. Negro, get a job. That's all you gotta do.
If I can be Spider-Man and go beat some people up for some money as a wrestler.
Oh, what? Okay, AC, did you just hear that?
In order to move out,
I was gonna beat up on somebody. That's a villain, sir.
And get praised for it.
That's villain talk.
You get
villain adjacent, bro. They talk about my villain arc, Negro. This is your villain arc.
Wrestling,
nigga, please, nigga, please.
Come on, bro.
What?
Everything I'm saying is right.
No.
I'm being praised for. Okay, so let me ask you this: you get superpowers. You're not going to. I'm not saying you got to go save people or take on their responsibility. You're not going to find you a job where you can utilize your superpowers to make your job that much easier.
What superpower I got?
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Like the only bones already.
Like I was loading trucks for Haverty's, and I was like, bro, if I was Spider-Man, I'd be carrying this couch with one hand, throwing that thing in the truck, like. Job easy,
right? But you're not having to save people. That's what I'm saying. You're not.
No. I'm just
right. Like,
but I'm saying
if you chose to save people, given the fact that you have these powers and your lives together, I'd want to know. Yo, that's compelling. Why do you want to do that? We could be like, yo, world's best mover. I can move you in less than 2 hours. I have a successful business. I have super strength. What you do with it? Move furniture. What's your name? The Furniture Raider.
No,
exactly.
Mr. Toxic.
See?
Mr. Toxic.
Gay. You saw that? Oh, bro, come on! You had it. That was there. Someone clip it. Someone clip it.
Bro. Mr. Toxic, bro.
Damn.
I think if I got superpowers, bro, and somebody's in danger, I'd for sure go beat somebody up. Why are you kidding?
See, this man right here wants. Okay, guys, no one ever give AJ superpowers. He's going
to ride on my skateboard.
Yeah, how many people on this list of yours you got to go and beat them?
Right.
I'm going around looking for trouble.
Okay, GTA. Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna have a 5-star.
This guy wants a 5-star in real life.
Bro, when I go in werewolf mode, you think I'm not jumping across rooftops, perched on top, using the wolf vision to see?
What kind of wolf is this doing parkour? I thought you wanted to live in the forest.
Son,
what kind of wolf is this?
See, you ain't where I am with this comic book, bro. We still creating things, but you ain't. I don't think you seeing the present day like I'm seeing it, man. This shit's about.
I'm not. I'm really not, sir. We're working on our foundation for it, and now your wolf does parkour. I have so many questions.
Moon bumps.
Oh my goodness, man! AJ's
Mr. Tossing in moon bumps. This guy right here, a bastion of eloquence here. This guy.
He wants to live by the code of running around. Cracking necks and snapping necks and cashing checks?
Yeah, exactly.
But if he's got the superpowers, like, come on.
This man,
I need to be getting paid for it.
Bro, listening to you right now is like a bad Scott Steiner promo from wrestling.
Maybe
you take me. I got a 66% chance of becoming a werewolf. You add that to the 1/3 chance that I can also do parkour, and then Big Papa Pump is your hookup because that's 117% chance that I got a werewolf now.
That's why
it sounds exactly like this.
That's why when the Flashes asked me some obvious ass question on premature ejection, like, could you take this many dudes? No pause, no homo, whatever y'all need me to say. Can you beat how many of these people can you beat up in a row? Like shit like that, bro. Wolf mode.
These are villain arcs, bro. These are villain
wolf mode means nothing to you people.
Yes, it does. It means absolutely
nothing. I'm wolfing out means nothing to you people. These are going to be real terms that y'all are saying to yourselves, definitely your children.
And this is why
they're going to be like, hey, this show, this comic is so fucking amazing. Dad, are you watching this? No, they're going to be 6. They're going to be
Daddy, that is
9,
so fucking
10, 11,
amazing.
12,
Oh my goodness,
13.
Daddy, look at this.
They're going to say, wow, cool.
Okay, all right.
Wow, he just ripped him in half.
See, your flashes are speechless. See that?
Wow, he just roared, and it hurt his ear so bad that he bled. That's what the kids gonna say, and then adults.
What kind of comic, bro? We need to talk about what kind of comic we're making for the age limitation.
Little kids, the young ones, they ain't supposed to be watching it. But
okay, we're slapping a label on this.
Those adults are going to be letting them, dabble with it, mess with it a little bit.
Shit. This AJ gonna get this book canceled before it even come out with this.
Hey, bro,
we're gonna have to talk about putting a rating on this comic book now, man.
I wasn't even 10 when my pops let me see Ninja Scroll.
I was like, when you said scroll, I was like, wait, what scroll is this? Okay,
Ninja.
All right,
Ninja.
okay, all right.
Wolfing out, red flag. Come
exactly,
on, man. Hey, come on, give it to me. Give it to me. Once they become iconic, like my Spidey senses tingling, they can be like, hey, that wolf shit was kind of lit. It's kind of lit.
Okay. Well, hold on. Okay. So so hold on. I got a question then. You said you'd make your life easier with the superpower, right? So you just want super strength. That's all you want.
No. What? No.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what would be the ultimate power to you to make things easier, but you could probably be a hero with it too then?
There is, bro, you asked me all these questions and you locked me into one. Why do I have one? Spider-Man doesn't have one super strength. He has other.
Because if I give you too many, because you don't know, you can't, because you only need to operate with one. You can't have.
We got to contain you a little bit.
Exactly, sir.
Werewolf mode. Give me that, and I'll make it work. I'm gonna push it to its limits.
What kind of are you? Do you work? Are you okay? You know, we're gonna. That'd be giving away too much of the comic because you've already had this well thought out. That's all I was trying to figure out. All right.
Give me ideas, chat.
No.
Bro, I can't wait. I can't wait to put a female werewolf in it, and she put the fuck me eyes on. Is it pheromone control? What's happening here? Come on, man.
Man, I feel like AJ's gonna have like 2 versions of his comic. He's gonna have like the not safe for work version, and then like the regular one, and it's gonna have
all
like
over Reddit.
It's gonna have like the lens flare and stuff, like covering some of the bits. Them spicy bits.
So I'm gonna be honest, none of that is happening now.
Your shit gonna be all over Reddit, bro.
Let me not get super honest right now.
He's gonna be famous overnight.
Exactly. You go so like, man, bro, I just gotta tell you, I got like 300 commissions. I ain't checked my email yet, but all of them said commission on it. It's gotta be great, right? Everyone wants to hear my wolf art. Okay.
And then next thing you know, his like Twitter's like all these people with like emojis in their
All the
usernames
fan
commenting
art.
on his
Just
Twitter
let it
posts.
just rain on me.
Okay. It's gonna be raining on you, all right.
Flood me with it.
Okay.
Put me in the circle.
You're gonna be in a circle, all right. That's your circle right there.
I'm only furry adjacent.
Okay. Bro, hold on. Let's say this. Let's say the comic is pretty popular, right? But you get invited to a furry convention to promote the comic and be on a panel. You gonna do it?
I couldn't do it because I don't consider myself a furry.
I know, but they're saying a lot of furry circle, from what you said, comes from your art style and your character.
I feel you, but just because people pervert my shit, does that mean I have to be associated with it? Furry adjacent.
That's what I'm saying. They invited you to the convention. You have your own booth, so we can push the comic, and they invited you on a panel about like, hey, we're werewolf representation, y'all.
See, I'm not saying no. Okay. I feel like I would want to go to one, but I can't say for sure. Yes, they do. They pay a lot for them commissions, them suits, all of that. And for me to just completely discount or write off furries and say they're a fucked up group of people, honestly, to me, is the equivalent of any other group and dismissing them and their money that they want to spend on the books and the stores. Fantastic. Nah, I'm working with it though, but I like that idea. I like that. So I'm not going to say no to their money. And yes, I'll go to a convention because I know there's a bunch of cool people that are furries. I don't want to associate all of them with degeneracy and cum stains on the suits.
Like, all right, y'all heard it first. If you guys find out any furry conventions are happening, please let us know because we're gonna throw AJ in there and see how you like it.
Bro, there was one.
Bro, the video you make, the follow up on that one, I'm watching the hell out of that.
The wife sent me one that was happening here in the city.
When?
I don't remember.
You need to talk to the wife. We gonna go because you say you about it now. No, we gonna go. You adjacent. Let's see how adjacent you really are. All right.
You want to go?
No, I don't want to go. I need to make sure
we're gonna go.
Oh wait, yeah, we're gonna go because I'm gonna say you. I'm like, I'm buying a ticket. We're gonna go now because you buy.
So you going with
adjacent. Me? Yeah, I'm gonna go with you on this one. Make sure you go.
Okay. I went to see Batman with you. I get you up in the furry convention with me.
Exactly, y'all. We're doing this for y'all. All right. Exactly.
Okay. And we're doing it for a small bit of us on the inside as well.
Small bit of what?
A small bit of us on the inside as well.
Possibly yes. Possibly yes.
AJ, you already established male werewolves can't penetrate each other due to all the hair. This shit has been corrupted by man. Yeah, bro. And that's not exactly what I said, but yeah, no, we ain't down with that. Which is,
I was just saying the one of I had Imperfect right here. He was on his way out.
All right, Imperfect.
All right, go ahead.
It was fun, man. We almost at the 2 hour mark, but we still got another topic. You better.
Okay, go ahead. I'm documenting the hell. I'm gonna have all the notes. We're going to panels. We're gonna say what the costumes. Or we're talking
video evidence.
Oh yeah, that's why I'm going. I was like, I need video evidence that this man went. All right, but I'm telling you right now, there are things. There's a game I play when I go out in public. Sometimes I play Count the Black People. Right? If it's at 2, I'm out. I'm letting you know right now. If it's at 2, when we get there, I'm out because we can't be the only ones. All right, I'm letting you know right now. I have to have there's a black people threshold that I need to have there. What?
I think that's not on the white people's there. That's just all the black people that's not there missing out. That's on them.
Well, hold on. So all I'm saying is, if it's just 2 black dudes that go there and it's all convention and we the only ones there, are easily identifiable. That is both good and bad. Hey, someone stole my furry helmet. Which one? Those black guys. Dun dun dun.
I feel
That's all
that,
I'm saying.
but
Go ahead.
how can you steal a furry helmet? And
I don't
where did
know.
I
That's what I'm
stash
saying.
it?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
The
saying.
things are big.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying, I'll go because I need to document. I really need to document this. It's gonna be its own stream.
Yeah.
Your furry convention experience. I will
What is?
I will be documentarian and historian of this event. Okay.
I'm about to look up furry flag right now.
No,
Oh no.
don't put that up. Don't, no sir.
Nothing weird should come up on furry flag. Okay, it's just a picture of a dog paw on top of other gay
That's cool.
shit.
Just keep that there. You leave that over there. Yes,
All right.
we are officially there, Stephen Ransom. Yeah.
Uh,
Okay. Just keep that there.
Because
All
I'm
right.
thinking, man, should I? Is that something that I do want to incorporate?
What?
A flag? A flag? Do I want a
No,
flag with
sir.
a
We
wolf
have too many
tail on it or
flags.
something?
No, sir. Make it a tattoo or something else. Don't make it a flag.
It's my own thing. It's exclusive to me and the people who know about it. That's my flag.
Wait, for in your
This
comment?
weirdo.
No, I'm talking about real life.
Oh,
As
You
far
really
as-
want to have you want to have a furry flag in real life that you want to fly?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
That's the logo.
How did we get here?
That's the
How
logo.
did we get here?
My
How
character-
did we get here?
My character, that's the avatar. Okay, yeah, some content, some stuff's gonna come from him, but the simple logo might need to be that wolf tail.
why not do a fang?
It could
I'm
be
so
both.
confused.
I was thinking the wolf tail can curve around an object, and that could be a fang or something.
Because
So it's furry adjacent.
like Tails' logo, right? Is like two tails. Like it's pretty simple.
Yes, it is. I'm like, I know I've seen a tail logo somewhere, but keep going.
No, you can like probably do something cool like that with the fang and the tail, and then if you want to make it like your publishing logo or whatever, kind of like how Rippaverse has that his like the hat and the bolt on it. I guess the lightning
True.
bolt. So
True. It does. Okay. At least
Hey,
incorporate that way. A flag I don't
that's
like,
what-
but what AC said that actually works.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Like y'all throwing jokes and shit in the chat, but I'm like, you know what? How can I actually turn that into something? How do we take back? Like we got to take back the word woke. Black people. We need to take that back. I'm tired of seeing how that's being used and used constantly. Anthropomorphic animals, strong female characters, characters of color, a gay character, or a character that doesn't follow gender norms. How do you take that back? And I'm thinking definitely, since I have a pack of wolves, one of them can be this eccentric character that is taking the that character that embraces, which I already have this character, but I'm just feeding it to the chat a little bit at a time. But a character that embraces it, like you're asking me, like if you had a superpower, what would you do with it? The fact that the werewolves in this book is how it can be used and how the main characters will use it, you will see that this is like almost like becoming a when somebody gets powers for the first time, the feelings that we get from our superheroes. It's like, damn, I just got this ability. Some crazy shit happened, but now I enjoy it. The things that I can do now, like the possibilities for me, I embrace that. And I want to have fun with it at the same time. You have one of those characters. Yeah. I'm just thinking about the sword right now, but yeah, real talk. This shit's coming out. Wolfing Out is going to be what this character actually fucking says. And
yes, this is going to be
this
is like you for the Power Rangers. It's Wolfing Out time.
It's Wolfing Out time.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Exactly.
All right, that's fine. I get that. I mean,
exactly. Let's talk about it today, bro. I'm invited over to the pool today.
Yeah, you come by the pool, bro. Yeah. So we might head out for a few hours after the stream, but we'll definitely be back. And pool party commence after that. I will say, do you have any other commercials to put up before we do the last topic, or what?
Oh, I can throw something up. Which ones did I play so far? I don't even remember.
You did Jabberjaw. You
The
got
the fruit roll up looking one.
fruit roll
It
up,
wasn't
and
fruit
then
roll up, but yeah.
Airhead. It
And
was the
then
Airhead fruit roll up in the game.
yeah, in the game, yeah.
All right, I got you. Let me throw two of them up and take us out real quick.
This fall, the ultimate Pokemon Showdown is here. Are you ready?
Only Burger King has limited edition gold-plated trading cards from Pokemon, the first movie. $1.99 each with every tasty Burger King Big Kids meal you buy. Taste rules.
So here's the deal. Life doesn't always want to be your friend. Sometimes it'll feel like life wants to hurt you.
That was a downer.
But you can't just hide, because nobody likes a quitter.
I'll go first.
You gotta take chances.
This fire isn't gonna stop me.
They never said it was gonna be fun or easy. Whether you're totally ready or when you least expect it, doesn't matter. Life will punch you right in the face.
Your resistance is futile.
You can lie there for a second. Cry a little if you need to. But get back on your feet, because it's the getting back up that counts. That's what shows you've got heart. That's what helps keep you going.
Hit me with everything you've got.
Fall down 7 times, get up 8.
I don't want to go down. Not without a fight.
No, we'll be right there with you.
Wake up. Be all that you can be.
Only Toonami on Adult Swim.
Well, I only play for the fighting. I appreciate the expansive multi-tier environments and the 16 characters with the pixel shading bump mapping. And the rich plot development. Seriously, why else would I play it? She kicks eye. Rated T for teen.
Heroes, no capes.
Yo, those were dope. That was dope, man, right there.
Man.
All those commercials.
That commercial was self-aware. That's great.
Yes, it was.
Bro, that was awesome. I wish we had that these days.
I did.
Yeah, that was
awesome,
I don't know the real flow of how we're gonna do the commercials, but I think I said something.
I like current flow. Go ahead.
Okay. I think IJP was saying like to avoid the ads at some point we're gonna get our own commercials. That is definitely the point.
It's in the works, yeah.
And that is what just letting y'all go into my head. So me and Ego are working on the full figure, actual like mature looking comic stories, but little avatar of my character and what I'm creating for his. Like we're gonna have the little like shorts or little fun little stuff to pop up and to serve as a commercial. But in the meantime, we're just trying to figure out a flow, see what people like, all of that type of stuff. Oh yeah, and then I got that idea from Pops with the commercial. So shout out to the old guys.
Shout out to Pops.
For giving the young guys ideas on how to push this, how to make it better. Yeah, our last topic was the Rippaverse.
Yeah.
Isom.
What's 2? Isom 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the main reason we're trying to jump into this is because AJ actually never saw the trailer to introduce Isom issue number 2 that dropped a few days before the actual campaign. So what we're doing is we're actually going to bring this up and have him watch the trailer that showed the animation for Isom. And we're actually going to have like a live reaction from him on it. And you actually get his thoughts as, you know, an artist. And to see if this is actually, you know, art and or motion and animation that he's liking as far as, you know, hey, does that get him excited for Isom number 2?
Shame on AJ.
Oh, yeah. All the shame. All the shame, sir.
Look,
we
man.
Need to get the shame. We need a shame clip next time.
Yeah, you can't even shame me though, because I did get my book. So
okay, you did pre-ordered as well. All right.
Yep. I get a shirt next week.
All right, cool. You are slipping though.
Yeah, my bad.
All right, go ahead. All right, let's go ahead and play it. Get your thoughts on the trailer reaction for Isom number 2. When you add it, go right ahead. I think the trailer itself is maybe a minute to a minute and a half, and then the last part is just Eric July talking. So after the animation cuts out, you could probably cut it off then.
Well, I think the video is short. It's on like 2 minutes or something. So I do want to hear his thoughts on it.
All right, go ahead.
Here we go. Y'all hear that, right?
Yeah, I hear it.
Time is a fascinating thing. We often like to think of it as something that just is. But too many people let the past determine who they are. When true greatness is determined by how one deals with the present. So if I'm helping you, I have one condition.
Yeah. No more quitting.
Time is a gift, Icy. What are you gonna do with yours?
And that right there was what.
All right. I'm gonna say real quick, my honest thoughts. The art, it did what it sought out to do. Okay. It was simple, but not in a negative way, like in a Bruce Timm or a Gennady Tartakovsky way, where like this is not DC movies like level of animation with superhero storytelling. But what I did see in the execution, like I said, scrolling through it before, I was just like, okay, let's see what this is about. But now watching it and seeing how smooth that animation was, as well as, I won't be specific, but this trailer showing you some of the previous events that happened in the book that I did have issues with art wise, that just fixed those for me.
Smoothed it out for you.
It smoothed it out.
Okay.
I would say like Alpha Core not
That was
being
a cool
there
shot. Yeah.
at that point in the book. So I'm seeing it in the trailer. So my issues are being fixed, and I'm giving I guess being lenient or understanding that this is his first time making a comic book, and definitely seeing somebody put this level of work into it so soon, like right out the gate, or so much professionalism and the quality that you're getting. I can let some, some stuff.
You're not gonna nitpick as hard on this one.
Yeah. But it's just over time, I hope that he learns and continues
or improves.
Improve. That's what I mean. Improve.
Yeah. Okay.
And it looks like from book 1 to book 2.
Yeah.
And then seeing the people that he's employed for these upcoming books like Yaira and Alpha Core, I'm like, okay, it looks like it's going in that direction. Glad I was here from the beginning.
It does. It's like something you got on the ground floor. I wanted to know when they showed us the art for this, how it was going to look if he tried to animate street level superheroes versus the mythical ones. So that whole thing with the glowing whip on the Alpha Core girl and Norfolka when he actually had the green aura around him. I'm like, that's not easy to do when you're trying to switch between, hey, I punched through a brick. Now I can also show you an aura. It's like to go from the concrete to the abstract in your art and to have the how to represent that. It's not an easy task. And they did it and it made sense. And I liked that. I didn't know if the characters were going to look more flat and rounded or like have the definition that you see in the trailer. Voice acting could kind of be a little bit to be desired a little bit. I'd want to know, what does Alpha Core sound like? Again, because Isam's voice is I had John Esposito Giancarlo Esposito in my head as the person that's talking to Isom at the beginning. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's the guy I had in my head when I saw the character because it looked like he could fit that role for him. I'm not saying you have to have the exact voice, but that's what I pictured in my head. That's kind of the problem when you switch to animation. You have to put a voice to something for someone else you have in your head. Go ahead.
I was just say, you know who voiced Isom, right?
No, who?
It was Eric.
Oh, that's his voice?
Yeah, that's Eric's voice. He did Isom.
Yeah.
Wow.
So when you said there was a lot to be desired, I'm like, well, Ripper was the only voice that I heard, but then you right, the dude that was talking to him,
yeah,
who I guess was the suit, the guy who made the suit that was giving him the tour.
Yeah, that's what I had in my head. I think that's the issue. Is like, but the weird thing is like for me, there are certain characters I put the person I have in my head. I actually put that on the character as I read. So Isom to me sounded like who voiced Green Lantern Justice League? Was that that was Phil Lamar, right? Yeah, I did Static, I think.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I swear I need to figure that. I think it's Phil Lamar that voiced oh damn, let me see.
Alpha Core, not the good guys. Well,
so
they're
I know, but they're not the good guys.
They're the teeth of the state.
Yeah, they're status. There we go. Yeah, so
You said Phil Lamar.
Phil Lamar, yeah. Like Phil Lamar is who I had in my head for Isom. So his voice carries a lot of authority when he talks. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like when he played in his Green Lantern John Stewart voice, yes. And that's who I had pictured, like someone like Isom to actually have that kind of voice and that presence.
Yes. But the issue that will come from that, and even thinking about with the stuff I'm trying to put out, we can't really attach ourselves to current voice.
I know. And that's the problem.
Yeah, and these dudes are older, so there's no guarantee that they'll even be around when this shit comes out, which sucks.
That is fair.
But it's also like, hey, they're not the only ones to do it or can do it. We will find that new pool, that new talent will come out.
That's fair. And it's not necessarily a self-insert if you created the character, you're voicing the character you created. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but his detractors, man, they're gonna go after him for that. Like, oh, it's a self-insert.
But it's like, but he's not. Well, it's a self-insert if you appropriate someone else's comic and put yourself into it. If you made it and you're in it, I don't consider that a self-insert if it's you that made it. Like
I would think
it sounds. By definition, it sounds like it's a self-insert, but we consider self-inserts when you take something from someone else and put yourself in it.
Yeah, and you put yourself into their world and like legitimize it. Whereas, which I'll say, my wolf character is a fucking self-insert, but that's because he's a black guy who's a werewolf. So I'm saying, like, you can see that there's two different definitions of what a self-insert is.
There's a self-insert, and there's the what's what I'm looking for. There's the basis for the character.
Okay.
I think what we're doing is we're basing the characters off of ourselves and just creating a world around the character we base on ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
I consider a self-insert completely different. I think, again, it's like woke. It's been co-opted and it's been put to me something it doesn't mean. So I separate a self-insert for character basis.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's, to me, they're two different things.
Okay.
So that's why I'm like, well, hey, what we're doing is we're making a comic based on things that we like, but we're basing the characters that are in it on us. That way we're not it's not a self-insert if we took, hey, I really liked Green Lantern, Phil Lamar, so I put that character in this world. And I made the character based on him, I would consider that more of a self-insert issue for me, as opposed to, hey, writing a world around things that we already like and that we do, but the character basis is still me. So how I would react in this particular situation is based on how I would react. Not like if I made the character and like how would John Stewart's Green Lantern react in the situation. Different.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's what Isom is in Texas. Trying to live that life that we hear Ripper talk about. I see him as a character based off of him, or the basis for the character, which there's no issue with that. Can you write the story and the world enough to make me kind of forget or
Right.
can I still believe the world that you're setting up, or does your being there like take me out of it? Like a Spider-Man comic and Obama is there, or like me and Angry Canadian was talking about like crossovers,
Right.
and like does seeing that character in this world kind of take me out of it?
Does it for you?
No. I'm saying companies who have done it, and then you have two franchises like pull a character from over there into this one, and you're like, it just don't fit, or it don't work.
I got you. All right. So I mean, while we're doing this, I'm just showing you guys the updated campaign as of today. I'm gonna hit refresh again because I think they're at a little bit over $1.4 million, and we're only in what, day 3, day 4 at this point.
Yeah, I want this short box.
Oh, what short box?
Go to the benchmarks.
Oh, benchmarks, my bad.
And then go to 1.5 mil.
1.5 mil is
boom.
Start short box. Let's face it, at this rate, you're going to need a wait. Doria, ooh, we're preventing short box. Ooh, yo, y'all need to hit 1.5. I would actually, wow, I actually would just try to get that. Actually, that's pretty cool. The one thing I was doing is I was checking the breakdown of this because it's at $1.4 million, right? Only 11,000 purchases. And I looked it up, like math-wise, that means everyone that actually purchased spent at least $120 on this thing, which is up from about $68 a person from campaign 1. So people are either doubling up on what they got, or they're buying things like the CGA slabbed and graded versions. So we're talking people at least buying like this one, at least the graded one, if we average that out. And again, that's the average, not counting people that may have spent more than that for this campaign. So this is completely insane.
Put those milestones back up.
Oh, wait, throw the milestones back up? Hold on. Go ahead.
Yeah, because I haven't even checked those out.
Yeah. So what did you want to check out in terms of the milestones?
All of them.
Benchmarks. Okay, let me go back. Hold up.
Oh, benchmarks. That's what it is.
That's what benchmarks. Yeah. So which ones do you want to? You just want to see all the benchmarks?
I'm just reading them. AC was talking though.
I was gonna say, like, I've been in his live streams as of late, like just him talking, and people have been super chatting him like crazy and saying like, yeah, I buying like all kinds of stuff from you because like last time I wasn't able to, so like this time I'm gonna be doing it, and then like other people, so like people are really spending money like this time around. It seems like based off of the chats and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did not know.
I mean, they sold out. I don't know how quickly. I don't remember from last time, but you know the I Want It All pack.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how quickly they sold out the first time around, but I guess the second time they sold out pretty quickly because people were like even like some of the G&G crew were like, oh, I missed out on it. Like I wanted to get everything, but like they sold out really quickly. So,
dude, we need to do the fan art, man.
Yeah, man.
Fan art, put that in there.
I missed the first one. I'll see. I just know, man, there's a lot of more deserving artists who can pump out what he's looking for because there's a job opportunity that came from it. So,
okay.
I'm excited to see Sean Art Attack. I want to see him win. I want to see some of his art on some rip.
Oh, wow. Look at this. This for the 750, they're doing future animations here.
Yeah.
That's nice. Wow, these are actually really good milestones, man.
2 million was pretty funny.
And that, man, that's also why when you're like judging this thing, you can't just do it as a comic book because he's building
everything,
something bigger.
Yeah. So I did not know. Thanks AC for letting me know that part because I didn't know that. I was wondering why people were spending more the second time around. When hey, it's like, wait, that's up from like people are doubling up. Like, is it just everyone's doubling up? What's the backers on it? But I didn't know people that couldn't get in on last time wouldn't get on it this time. Is there anything that you see on there that you would want to get that you haven't got yet? Because I don't know how I feel about getting the CGC slabbed and signed one. So like, what are you guys thinking about? Like, what you want to get on there as far as the perks? Like, AJ, did you even see what perks were available this time?
Perks you talking about right here with these benchmarks?
Like
yeah, not perks. I'm sorry, not perks, just products. There we go. I'm sorry.
Products. Yeah, products. I saw that item shirt. I wanted to get it. It was Catch the Street shirt.
Oh, Cat Street.
I bought the I wanted that shirt, but
Okay.
it's a lot right now. Just like mine's came out to like 70 something with shipping, and I
Damn.
wasn't trying to drop that,
I
but
got you.
I bought that item number, the second cover.
B
Was
cover.
That's
him.
the one. That's the one EVS did. Ethan Van Skyler did
Yeah,
that
I
one.
got that one too. It was pretty good.
That is that's cover B, guys. This is what it actually looks like. It's got what is her name?
Blood Ruth.
Blood Ruth, yeah.
Blood Ruth. That like this is awesome. That again, see, this is what you're talking about, AJ, with having mythical people that are mythical characters that are black. I remember that you did talk about that. It's like, why is it that you don't see enough of that, like the supernatural aspect with regards to
Yeah.
black characters? And I think they're embracing that on top of just your traditional superhero tropes. Like they're actually adding in, the supernatural. I dig that.
So that's why I got her. Like Yaira is cool, but she's like
Yeah.
a Jean
Alien.
Grey as opposed to a Storm. I'd prefer Storm over Jean on the team any day.
Me too. Exactly.
And so this Blood Ruth character she just looks cool. And then Isom behind her, and I was like, what is he doing? Like, is he holding that monster, that demon looking thing, like around the neck, like choking him out?
It looked like Larfleeze, the Orange Lantern, actually. Go ahead.
Well, that was just a cool poster, man. And yeah, I think I definitely am, because Ripple was saying how he's looking forward to when he can replace all of his like known franchise stuff with his own stuff. Yeah. And I want to do that too at some point. But
it's very good detail too.
Yeah, this is beautiful. I want that poster too, but I'm saying it to say I would love to, when we get a bigger house and I got more rooms to dedicate to this stuff, have a room with the wolf story and all the other stories.
You want a media room, media room, yeah.
But I want a lot of independent creator work around. So I do want that Blood Ruth poster.
I do too.
But shoot, also there's this artist named Abel Art. And I got this because I'm about to go get it framed with my Mario poster. But like, he made this right here.
I'm gonna drop this so I can show you, so you can go ahead full screen. Put yourself on screen as the only one, so you can see. So you can blow it up. Hold on, I'll remove me and 80 Canadians so you can.
No. It's all good.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. Just show us what you got on the screen.
Hold on.
Oh, you can do it. There you go.
Can't do that.
Sorry, guys. It's boomer moment that was generally to happen. Go ahead. Oh wow.
Oh, that's cool.
So like,
cool.
So a bunch of independent artists, shit like that.
Who's this, sir? Who's the name of this artist?
His name Abel Art on Instagram, and he hit me with the Stitch sketch.
Yo, shout out to Abel Art. That's actually really nice. I like that.
So yeah, putting up a bunch of stuff like this and taking all this shit down.
Okay. You basically
except for like,
go ahead.
I don't know, man. I don't know, but
no, you actually have a good idea, man. Like you want to put up independent artists that actually are doing a good job, and have courage of conventions as well. Yeah, grow it. I can't wait till you have that day, man.
So yeah, a bunch of stuff like that. A wolf cave, if you will. Yeah, it's called the Wolf Den. That's what this is called. And that's what I teach my dogs to go in that crate, go in your wolf den.
This man said, it basically told him.
Huh?
Okay, I got you. Said go back to your wolf den. I got you.
We wild down here.
Came from. Okay.
Yeah, go back to the roots.
Oh my God.
By the way,
what's up?
If you wanted to look at that last benchmark, it was like 5 million. And it's probably going to be a really difficult one to reach. But he said that if they get 5 million, he's going to make like statues of Isom, like a figure, like a good quality figure. Yeah.
Yo, please. Oh my God. What? My goodness. Yo.
But that's a pretty high goal to reach. So maybe like in a future campaign. But yeah.
Yo, man.
Because he said he'll take a lot. He's probably gonna be taking a loss on it if he produces it. Because he said the toy market isn't very lucrative.
It's huge, yeah. It is. Well, the thing is, like, so this is the thing. Remember, so AJ knows this because we actually when we went to the rodeo, there was a guy that he'll make 3D versions of you, and he makes it out of like it's 3D printing with nylon. And so I'm thinking that if he ever made the statue, he could 3D print it based out of nylon. So the only thing you'd really be paying for is a decent 3D printer and someone that could actually paint and articulate the characters. So if the statue, it doesn't have to be articulated at all. It could just be in the ISOM pose. And the toy market is pretty tough right now, but the statue market, if it's a good statue, you could probably sell a good deal of those. It's just action figure market is hard because McFarlane's got pretty much a monopoly on it now.
Yeah.
And they're relatively inexpensive. If you make me a statue, it's like 150, 160 bucks, I'll buy it. Like I will show you right now the statue that I'm waiting months to get it. Let me see if I can find it here. Hold on, I'm gonna show y'all this one. But the next thing that I'm going to buy is whatchamacallit, this one. So I can find it here.
Bruce.
Yeah, Bruce says that he said no to 3D printing. Yeah, he did say that on the stream.
Oh, he did? Oh, my bad. Thank y'all for letting me know. Like, this is what I'm looking for. Like, it's a statue of Superman in basically your Greek or Athenian mythology. So
that's
like,
beautiful.
It is.
Wow,
It's 160 bucks. But like, if you it's 165. But I mean, if you told me that he were to make a statue like this and charge like 200 bucks or whatever, I still spend the money on it because the statue game isn't going to be nearly as competitive as the action figure game. And statues are pretty cool if you don't have to if they're already in the pose, you don't have to waste time with trying to articulate joints that might wear out and break. And I'm sure he doesn't have replacement like knees or legs or hands if you lose or break one of those. So that's what I would do.
That's Henry Cavill.
Scale. That's Henry Cavill. Superman is a Greek or Athenian. I guess it's probably gonna be Hercules. Him as like battle ready Hercules, I guess.
So that's Henry Cavill, but that shit's still fucking beautiful.
It is like it's amazing. Like they have one for Batman and they have one for Wonder Woman. Not as articulated as those, but Superman's the best one that they've got out there. I just need to see if they're going to wind up going with the Flash version and try and make him Hermes. If that happens, like I would do that. But north of $300, yeah, it's probably how much it would be. Oh, Bruce, dude, that's a nice Riververse tank on there, bro. Forgot to say that. Nice. But yeah,
hell, I can't find his account right now, but it's able. Or I'll send it to you at some point.
I'll see if I can find it. Hold on, bro.
I do got an interesting question about what you guys would think about this. So, Alpha Core is coming out, I think, later this year, right? And it's being written by Chuck Dixon.
Wait, I'm sorry. Say it again. What's coming out?
Alpha Core number 1.
Yes.
So how much you want to bet that's gonna probably do like really like better than even ISOM 1 and 2 because of like who's writing it, and they haven't even announced the artist yet. Like they haven't shown nothing on it yet. But like they're hyping it up to be like the artist is gonna be probably somebody pretty legit. So do you think like it might accidentally overshadow ISOM 1 and 2, or is it gonna just?
I think that's a good thing if it does, because it's like, well, hey, you can create something, but the market decides its value, and he's always been about that when it comes to anarcho-capitalism. So in theory, I'd want you created the world, you just started this, you started your Rippaverse with ISOM. It doesn't mean that ISOM is your main or only character. It's like, hey, I just started with that. If Alpha Core becomes the popular book that everyone wants to read and we want more stories, as the anarcho-capitalist you say you are, well, then that means, all right, cool. Well, I'll just show y'all more of that if that's what y'all want. Okay, cool. And because I've got a good team of writers and inkers and colorists, well, then all power to us. Yeah, I mean, I just need to figure out what their role is going to be. That's what's going to decide is popularity. I think there's going to have to be an animation for it. You're going to have to get me hyped to spend money on a character that was in the comic, but we don't know exactly what they do. Are they earthbound? Are they more like the Green Lanterns, where they're a planetary police force? Are we doing a police procedural drama that's set on Earth and in space? There are a lot of questions that come with doing that. I know Yara is probably going to be the one that everybody wants to buy. Everybody. Yara, I think, is the one that's probably going to wind up overshadowing ISOM and Alpha Core.
Except me. I want the Blood Ruth.
Yeah,
I know.
I'm waiting for
I know.
Blood Ruth.
I know. I'm buying Yaira and probably Blood Ruth too. But like Yaira is like, well, okay, she's clearly an alien. So then there's gonna be a backstory of how she got here because she's clearly
Or
not
half
her.
alien.
Or half alien, yeah. So there's that story there. Blood Ruth, we'll have to see your introduction in ISOM 2. Because it's like Yaira, at least what Yaira wears is like, I'm a warrior. So cool, you've done and seen some shit. I'm probably gonna get that in Yaira's first issue. Blood Ruth, she dresses like a mystic, which means you've probably done and seen some shit too because you're pretty confident in the powers you have. So your story is here too someplace. Almost like it's like a Western kind of vibe, but it's still supernatural too. So I'm like, and you deal with powers, so that introduces the supernatural element, not just we're off screen panel at towards the end to do Norfolka, but no, she's in the book, which means we're introducing the supernatural element. So there's a story there too. So I think Yaira and probably Blood Ruth are probably going to overshadow Alpha Core to me. But you wanted to see Abel. You wanted to talk about Abel art, and I actually found his Instagram for you guys. Hold on one second.
Okay, so how thick is Blood Ruth? Yes, that's a legit question. But before you can really get to that or get anywhere with it, so that's not it.
That's not it?
No.
How many Abel arts are there, bro? Hold on.
I don't know.
ABELART. Do you see him on here at all?
Bro.
No, you do not.
Is it
no.
underscore?
Because I think it was underscore at some point. Man, we'll just find it later.
Okay, fine. I thought I had it. My bad.
Because it's been a while since I've actually like engaged with him. So
okay,
like he's probably changed the name or something. I don't know. But before you can talk about how thick she is, I think I want to know: is she willing to even throw it at you in the first place?
I guess she's already behind her in the cover, so I mean,
but is she like strong women don't need no man? I'm not saying that in a negative way. I'm saying we've had those characters. I'm saying does she know Isom ain't gonna try nothing on her because she'll, he ain't a distance fighter, so she got some shit that he probably can't exactly handle or tackle with. You get what I'm saying? Like a Cyclops going against a Jean Grey, like or Storm. Like the powers are different. Y'all might both be Omegas, but this person can do you in from a distance. Or it's a lot of ways to read into that cover.
But it's still exciting. It's still exciting though. Either way you read into it, it's still something that's exciting for you. You know what I mean?
And then it is supernatural. So, and Ripper has already said this. I'm just seeing it kind of unfold. It's actually happening. How he's trying to build this world where in the Marvel and DC, you got the supernatural, you got the sci-fi, you got the ground level, and from this, you're seeing all of those elements. Like with the guy who's making the suits, I remember he made a statement to Isom saying, "We make shapes for, we make suits that come in all shapes, like not for the conventional or something." Basically saying that we make suits for characters who don't have the human anatomy. We are
like
willing
like from it, like Invincible with the Taylor.
Okay, I don't know.
That's fine. It's in the comic book. They actually have someone that does do that for super suits for everybody. So yeah, it's kind of like that. But it makes sense that they find somebody that would make these for them.
Yeah. So introducing that, I'm excited about what's to come. And he probably don't got a werewolf in there. He don't need a goddamn werewolf in there. But seeing her with the hat on this Scarlet Witch, like dark magic, are we gonna make it science-based magic or whatever it is? That shit looks good. And then all these little demonic looking characters, like he choking one out in the screen, so that lets me know Isom ain't, he ain't afraid of no ghost. He's willing to go up with whatever comes his way. He's not thrown off by it. Also, one of my issue was if you're telling me these excepts exist and there's all these different creatures and you make suits for different for things that are not human, I'm not seeing them in the world. And that's what I mean by like this trailer giving me the big guy with the long hair, looks demonic looking or some shit. I was like, okay, now I'm starting to see different looking creatures. And maybe Except is not like a X gene or an inhuman or a metahuman. Like maybe an accept is just abnormal, whether that's human, off-worlder, or whatever. If you ain't human, you are accept.
Fair.
So all of this information, the stuff that he's been laying out, it looks like it's actually going somewhere.
I dig it. I really dig it. Yeah.
There we go.
It's gonna be exciting.
And this is the take I was saying with her. Either she I was being funny with the strong woman thing, but jokingly serious. But also at the same time, they're focused on the mission. Like I gave Ice some shit for being like focusing on the disrespect as opposed to what's the logical move to make with this mission when trying to find this girl. So she knows Blood Ruth. John says she's not thick enough to distract him. Even in a life or death battle, I'll still have the instinct to glance at that cape. So I think, maybe you can take it as that. They both respect the mission, the working relationship, and they about the business. Who knows what she'll do later on, though, when it's all said and done. Once they save full spark.
I will say this, because I was thinking about it. Hold on. You clicked on it too.
Yeah.
Strong women over strong women. Exactly. I'm just like, so I know people that like to base, their kids' names off of like characters that are favorite. What's the over under on someone having a child born that gets named Isam or Yaira?
I think I'm naming one of my kids like Kion.
From what, the Lion King?
The Lion Guard, yep.
Lion Guard.
Simba son.
I don't know. I don't have an answer.
I don't got enough for that either. I'm like, I guess.
Middle name, some shit. I'm coming. I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
You said what's the name again?
Kion.
Kion. Is that if that's for a boy? You saying Kion?
Yeah.
Or girl? What are you going then? Kion still.
No, I don't know. I've played like messing around with my wife, and I just came up with a whole bunch of African names because when Wakanda Forever, not Wakanda Forever, the first one,
bro. Okay, all right. I'm about to say, man,
they're gonna have to fight, learn to fight, defend that shit.
Kids, not kids. That baby would be kicking the know that kid is practicing. Okay.
Own that name.
Daddy gonna name me Kion. I gotta fight kids in preschool over the bottles.
And he gonna be a wild man. He's destined for greatness. You better live up the name, bro. You've been touched by the great kings of the past with this name. For sure. There's gonna be some Jon Snows walking around here. Not from me, but I'm just saying in life. Yeah, one of my students named Kion, so I'm not the only person that was thinking that.
Okay. Does he know why he's named Kion though?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So, wait. You only thought of a boy name for Kion, but never a girl.
I got other names. I don't want to get into all that. What I was getting into was around the Black Panther shit. I came up with my Wakanda name, and it's Machuki.
All right, I'm a head out.
Yeah, Machuki. Bruh, Machuki.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let AC go.
No. What the hell? Where the fuck did this
Bro,
what the heck?
AJ brings it on himself, man.
That's the theme of the stream.
But he takes it. It's great.
Because real quick, because my nickname is Mookie. Okay, letting y'all know. Okay. All right, I didn't give it to myself. That's a family nickname. So I was like, all right, let me play with that.
Mookie. Sorry.
M'Baku T'Challa. So I was like, okay, let me get that first letter. I like the Ma. Chuki. Machuki. All right, I'm gonna change that.
All I am saying is the fact that when you said it in your head, so that's my Wakanda name. I'm like, this motherfucker turned into a Black Panther. I no longer accept the name Abomination because I was created in his image. Therefore, exactly. I am Machuki X, brother.
That's exactly.
Not that I have been monetized by the white man. I would like to tell you about my bean pie special. It's called the Machuki. All right, we have these. We have Abomination AJ. That is because as the artist formerly known as, we have now the Machuki bow tie. Okay, I will now go on to preach on the streets.
I'm taking back woke. So yeah, all of that's in line. All right, let AC go. AC, tell the people. Drop your
I
number.
was just messing. I was adding to the comedic atmosphere.
No, it was actually a perfect time to say, you know, that was I wasn't even planning on the Machuki bean pie.
Machuki, that's it. My Wakanda name is
I know it's just
Dajon.
I know.
Dajon.
Oh man, damn.
Come on, sound it out for me, Copa. Because I like that.
Bro.
I like that.
Deshaun. Bro, I knew someone that was. Bro, I heard someone whose name was like the letters A B C D E. Okay, do you know how to pronounce that?
Abside.
Close.
Abside.
Abasede.
Abasede.
So yeah, so I mean, when you said Machuki, I'm like, motherfucker, this.
It ain't Abasede.
I put it on the same level. But you was like, it's my Wakanda name. I was like, this motherfucker right here.
My Wakanda name. Everybody, yeah, I'm seeing all the Wakanda names being dropped.
Whew.
That's John, Bob. Come on, Christopher Miller. You come at the end. I'm gonna say the tail end of the stream. You gotta come harder than that, bro. Lean into your African roots. We are all products of Africa. The first people came from the motherland. And then y'all decided to get more smart than you were supposed to and make your boats and go travel to other different places. And then at the same time, bring others with you, whether they wanted to or not. Okay? We're not going to focus on that. Let's go back to the very beginning when we were together in the Garden of Eden.
I'm sorry,
okay?
I have my bongos in the background.
What is your Wakanda name, my brothers and sisters?
Oh, I thought you would keep going.
No, okay. I'm done.
I am now finished with my soliloquy. Please go to table 3 and buy my bean pie, my brothers and sisters.
AC, what's your Wakanda name? Ego, what's your Wakanda name?
Man, I don't got one off the top of my head right now.
I know, man. No one figured out you was gonna.
I don't sit through life thinking about stuff like this.
We are completely thrown off by this. We were ready to sign up, and you throw some shit like, "Yo, my name Machuki." The fuck? What?
You gotta have
Wakanda name. Now we're down. We are going down a rabbit hole we did not intend on going. All right.
You gotta have fun.
I don't even know.
Shit.
All I know is now we're gonna have a character that's like what I just described in the comic book now. Okay, the entire time, that's how he gets all the street knowledge. He's like, word is on the street that the white man has created that the werewolves are going to move in on dawn, and there is no moon.
Go. Make him that. Do it on the corner. Talking about these monsters out there and all this type of shit.
Exactly. That's what I'm See, thank you. See, we redeemed this now.
His name Machuki.
Machuki. Jesus Christ.
And he barefoot. Not even the sandals. He barefoot.
I'm out. No, kill the stream now. Fade to black.
We gotta represent. We gotta represent everybody else.
On that note, we're out. This motherfucker wants him on the street barefoot. Guys,
whitey boy.
It's been great for y'all, sir.
All right, white boy. Are you leaving? You got the power. Shut it all down.
No, sir. No, you guys.
Nope.
We are out. No, I'm saying shut it down now. No.
Hinati. Tanati.
We are
Look at Don's. Look at Don's name. Look at Don's name.
Oh my god.
Was the stream ever on the rails?
No,
you're overpowered.
I'm removing that. Oh my
by
god.
Me, Flaccid Dawn of the Flaccid Phoenix. My Wakanda name is Smelly Negro.
Oh my. Okay, I'm out. And on that note, guys, we are out. Thank you for joining us for another episode of
the Mental Boost.
No Capes. Catch a Canadian.
Pow.
You can't. We're out.
Inner. Stickers off. Does this like stays in our vote?